Everybody. Welcome to the most nauseous place on earth. Oh my god, I can't hear myself. Oh, I unplugged myself. That's why. Everything. Ooh, thank you, Rod. I can hear myself. Oh my god, it's happening. Life. I moved my mic to the other side of my desk because I figured next time Rod comes over, this will be so much easier so you guys can hear him. Good morning, everybody. I apologize for being later than I normally am today. I woke up so nauseous. I don't know why. I just fucking was pukey. I don't know. It was weird. But I'm better and I'm getting there, so let's fucking party. How are you? My monitor is crooked and it bothers me. All right. We good. Good morning. I hope you're all doing very fucking well and I hope you took your goddamn joy today. Cuz that's important. I got to click this real quick. I got to click Greg's link. Gun control is as old as the Old West. Contrary to the popular imagination, bearing arms in the frontier was heavily regulated business. Bitch. Oh, shut up. Oh, this has got to be a good article. It's October 26th in 1881 in Tombstone in Arizona is not and in Tombstone and Arizona is not yet a state. Of course, I get a pop-up from the website while I'm reading it. You know what's a really great thing to put on websites that post articles you're reading? Pop-ups. The OK Corral is quiet, and it's had an unremarkable existence for the 2 years it's been standing, although it's about to become famous. Oh, I bet it's a big story about why they have gun control, huh? Damn, that's going to be a fun, scary read. I know. Wait. Nuh-uh, What's a Lemon's actually an emote now? Stop it. I told them to do that after you left, but, like, I wasn't serious. Fuck. Discord's not up. I have to wait for it to load itself. Fuck. That's awesome. What's a lemon? Rod, that's still probably one of the most golden moments of my streaming career. Still, why would I say still? That definitely is. I mean, that was easily some of the most comedic shit I've ever seen in my life. Come on, Mike, just work with me today. Just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Nobody likes a dick. Well, we like dick, but not a dick. There we go. I mean, you were serious though. Sales, good morning, love. I know, I'm so bad at it. I have to apologize for existing all the time. I've just had a really not a bad morning. Bad indicates something bad happened. Just a bad morning. Like nothing went right. One of those days where I can't stop knocking things over and I can't seem to hold anything in my hands. Like I just keep dropping things. And we had squirrels in the yard, so of course the dogs were losing their fucking minds and I was nauseous. How are you?
Go, Pikachu, come out. I'm gay.
Fohammer underscore 419 tipped $5.
What
Was
the
hanging
tip?
out with a cutie who needed to test out a new Cressy after their last one had a major flaming malfunction. They turned me into a total cyber slut after they ate a dong breach into my systems and covered me with their glittery princess fluid. Ooh.
Okay, you can't distract me with glittery princess fluid. No one's turning you into a cyborg slut, honey. You were born this way, baby. As Gaga would say. The Queen Gaga. Good morning, Nico. How are you? Oh, is this the sausage? Oh, fuck yes. We should watch this because I didn't actually get to see this. I got to see the sausage, but I didn't get to see the clip of said sausage. I'm excited, actually, because I didn't have to. I mean, I just was tired. Honestly, I have no excuse other than super tired. Oh my god, look at fucking Gizmo.
Okay.
Hold up. Look at Gizmo.
You okay?
He's
Here,
so
do it like this.
hot.
You can breathe better. There you go. I think he was not breathing very well.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
air,
probably.
Sitting up like that.
Look at him.
Yeah, so you can just tear it open.
Oh, he's
Great,
so
okay.
fucking cute,
So
though.
let's open it up.
Oh, my heart.
And
Oh, we saw the eyes. I saw the eyes.
pull it out. What do we got here? Oh my god. It's a sausage.
The best part about this is
What? Oh my god.
That's so fucking
oh my
great.
God, what?
That's so great.
That's awesome.
The fact that he opens
so he had
it
a little surgery, but,
and
like, that's
before
what it
he
was.
squeezes it, he goes, sausage. That's probably the best part of that whole clip. He did it for you. He made the sound for you. You didn't even have to put it in there. You could just force him to, like, say sausage every time you squeeze him. Or I could squeeze Zach and get him to say sausage. Sausage. Probably not, though. Good sales. I'm okay. I just woke up. I don't know. I think I'm going to get my period. I know no one wants to hear about that because everybody's like, ew, menstruation. Whenever, like, the week before I get my period, I get insanely tired. Like, for some reason, I can sleep all day. Don't know why I'm dying. And on top of that, I just can't, like, I get nauseous for no reason. Like, nothing's happening. It's stupid, and I hate it. Oh, we should cheers. Fuck yes. Hold on. I got to pack a bowl, though. I rinsed the fuck out of my bong. It's got those stains, of course, but she's very rinsed and pretty today. I want to hear about periods. I'm not looking forward to them. They're the worst thing in the entire world. You can have mine. I would donate it if I could. Seriously, it is the worst ever. Oh my god, beef bee. Is that what it's called? Oh my god, Rod, that poor woman. I mean, seriously, it's like you wake up one morning and you go to put a bra on and your tits feel like there's rocks in them and they hurt. And for some reason, you're like, wait, oh, now I know why I'm so fucking tired. God damn it. It's literally, if you have a uterus, your life is just this constant battle between, like, is it going to be pain today or am I just a bitch? Is it my period or am I just a bitch? You just don't know. Oh my god, Cocky, I'm so excited for you. I really hope you like it. It's my favorite. It's so dumb. This is so gross every day. But, like, how do you keep it clean? I just have to wipe them out every day? I don't know. The bowl is the grossest part of a bong, I swear to God. Good morning, Jackie. How are you, love? It's such a good, I remember the first time I used it, actually, Cocky. Seriously, I remember the first time I used it, and I was blown away just by how much smoke it holds. Because I remember I took way too big of a hit because I'm used to, like, my little bubblers and stuff like that. And it holds so much, like, water and smoke. It's just, I think the reason it blew me away is because it's not huge, Like, to have that amount of water and that amount of air and cool down the smoke that much, you'd think you'd need some fucking, like, tower bong or some bullshit. But it works so well for, like, not an exceedingly gigantic bong. Like, it's, handheld. Really handheld. I mean, it's like a coffee cup. It's even got a little finger hold. It's perfect. I don't remember what I ground up yesterday. This is weed from yesterday, though. I think it's runts. Is that a stem? The fuck is that garbage in there? Stems can give you migraines, just FYI. Don't smoke shit. Chuck Norris. Chucky, how are you, love? Wait, a tennis pro who recently told the reporter, basically, bro, I'm on my period. Stop it. I didn't see that. That's beautiful. Did you guys see that Spain is actually trying to pass a law right now to give women like a couple days off a month if they can't function while they have their period for the first time in history? Periods haven't changed. I don't know. I'm sure I didn't have to tell you guys that. Like, they've always been horrific. But leave it to Spain to be the first country to, like, recognize the fact that we're just living in agony all the time. I have yet to get COVID, and that is my success until COVID is no longer spoken about. I have to grind up a little bit more weed. Gonna grind up some more runts. Oh my god, Greg, had you never seen, what is it called again? Oh god, what is it called again, Zoe? I've already forgot the name. The beef bee. You hadn't experienced beef bee? I think yesterday I had the best reaction to it. I've seen it twice now. It's been thrown at me alarmingly. And yesterday I thought to myself, out loud on stream, of course, like, it's frightening and gross and I want to set it on fire, but also if I had a penis, I would try to fuck it. Probably. Yeah, I would. I definitely would. From work, oh god. Okay, I'll show everyone. In case you didn't get to see Beef Bee, I need to show you what I mean when I say, like, I want to burn it, but also kind of fuck it. I can't make the picture bigger. Why? Really? All right, well, whatever. You get the idea. She's juicy as fuck. Hold on, I can zoom in with my keyboard. Boo, 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 boo. Look at how, like, moist. This is a sculpture, in case anybody couldn't pick up on that. Like, aside from the horrifying Furby part, this is an amazing sculpture. Like, damn. That's some skill. That literally looks like a sandwich. I'm blown away. But do you get it when I mean I would totally fuck it, maybe? Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, I kind of want that one. If it wasn't $350, I would. Okay, we're not going to talk about my obsession with beans. That might be a thing. Oh my God, Lydia Ko praised for talking about period after surprising reporter with honest answer. Fuck yes. Golf's world number 3, Lydia Ko, has been praised for her honest answer about being on her period, which left her interviewer lost for words. During the final round of the Palos Verdes Championship on Sunday, Ko could be seen receiving treatment from her physical therapist, Chris Wicker, for an apparent tight back. Having competed a round and posting a 1 under 70, to finish tied for third, the New Zealander player was asked by Golf Channel reporter Jerry Foltz about the trainer, his treatment, and if there was any long-term concern. I hope not, Ko said. It's that time of the month. Fuck yes. Oh, she's a queen. Hells to the... What is this? Oh, Mishy, why? Oh, no, I clicked it. Okay, just kidding. I was like, oh no, another beef bee? Facts right, though. I kind of like bean bee, though. I do have a thing for beans. I've been a big bean fan my whole life. I know that's a weird thing to be a fan of, but beans are kind of a perfect food. I mean, you can put them like with pretty much anything. They're just delicious. I became a big bean fan when I was vegan. You really start searching for protein at a certain point. Rod, you're gonna show your meaty vagina on stream? Are you like quitting streaming? They are pricey. They are, but I mean, the sculpting in those, like, I don't even know how much time do you think goes into those, Greg? For real, I'm not a good. I don't sculpt. I tried doing pottery and stuff when I was in high school and college, and I seriously just disenjoyed it. It wasn't even that I was like wholly terrible at it, although I wasn't great at it by any means. I hated it. I didn't like it. It's really impossible to get perfection with sculpting, and I'm way too OCD. Like, I would just spend way too much time, and then the clay would dry, and my teacher would get pissed at me. I hate it. But I imagine something like that takes a lot of time. Like, I calculated one time, I sold one of my paintings for $250. I know, crazy. I'm an artist, weird. And I calculated what I made an hour on it, and it was 8 cents. 8 cents. I mean, I enjoyed making it, so that's good. But damn, artists really we fuck ourselves in the buttholes a lot. Chucky is a creature of time and space. Chuck is what happens when Chuck Norris says something racist and the rest of the world goes, Walker, Texas Ranger wouldn't be racist, you bastard. And then we got Chuck Norris was born from the clouds, kind of like Athena or something. Where's my light? There it is. Cheers to whatever strain this is. Oh, it's definitely part runs, but I don't know what else was in the grinder. Cheers, motherfuckers. Great nephew. Oh my God, cocky. That's crazy. I wish I could be close with all my nieces. Makes me sad that my brothers are shitholes, but oh well. One of them's named after me. I don't even think she knows who I am. Damn. Whoa. I forget how. Damn. They've got some strong weed lately, my dudes. Holy shit. It's fine. I'm having a great time. Beautifully. How are you, love? Good morning. Or time zone, or whatever it is for you. How are you? How are you doing? My niece is 10 years younger than I am. Oh, that's weird. But I totally identify. I have one nephew that's older than me, 4 years older than me. Super weird. We were in school together for no, we never went to school together. Did we? No, we didn't. Nope, because he was 4 years older than me. But I was in elementary school with his little brother at one time when I was really young. And I believe it was after my dad died. It was after my dad died. And I was playing soccer at recess, and I saw this kid, and I was like, is that my sister's kid? Because if you're new to my channel or just hanging out, I have 2 older sisters who are like exponentially older than me who haven't spoken to me since my dad died because they blame my mom for my dad dying when I was 7. He drank himself to death. He was an alcoholic. But so I do not have contact with these women. But I saw him, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to school with him. That is weird. My sisters were from my dad's first marriage. Yep, that's exactly my two sisters. Seriously, exact same cocky. I have two sisters. I think they are, I don't know I think they're like 16 and 17 years older than me. They're really close in age. They're like a year apart, Josette and Paige. But one of them has a kid older than me, and the other one has a lot of kids taken away by the state because of drugs. But yeah, same thing. My biological dad was married before he married my mom and had two daughters. And that's why he didn't want any more kids. And my mom snuck us. She just stopped birth control on accident. Oops. Ta-da! Don't do that. Oh, dude, Chucky, I've known Chucky for like 6 years now. Chuck, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've known each other since like the dawn of ESO years. Damn. Wow. Time, though, freaks me out. It goes by way too fast. I need a hawk a loogie. Please excuse. My allergies are fucked today. I mean, right, though? Oh, sales. It's so fucked up. When my mom told us that, I was like, you literally, like, wow. I mean, like, that's the epitome of really fucked up. Like, she married him. Actually, I think she got pregnant with me before they got married. They got married when she was pregnant with me. Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, I miss Ryan. I miss Ryan so much. There are so many people who, like, not inevitably, but naturally, they grow from Twitch and do other things and they become, like, successful and shit. And Ryan was one of my favorite people on Twitch. Like, I loved watching his channel. And I'm like hella ADD. It's really, really hard for me to pay attention to any one person or one thing for an extended period of time. And I could watch Ryan for hours. Like, I would just put him on in the background. He was so funny. It's one of those things that was the other way. It's one of those things that the other way around would end up with a guy going to jail. Yeah. I take my allergy pill religiously because allergic to my kittens. Oh my god, I'm allergic to cats too. But will I bury my face in a cat? Yeah. I'll die for a cat. Like, I don't even care. I'll go to people's house and they'll be like, oh my god, we have a cat. And I'm like, okay, so when my eyes start bleeding, don't worry about it. It's fine. But I don't care. Like, animals trump all allergies. Mine is just like fucking hay fever, honestly. It's because it's dusty and nasty dry outside. Also, I'm pretty sure that we already have a shit ton of fires because it's just smells like a gigantic forest fire outside. So that's probably also fucking up my sinuses, I'm sure. Because he was all over the place, so it coincides. I mean, that's true. I mean, it's hard, like, I'm sure if you guys, suffer with the 80s to the HDs, suffer with it. I don't want to say I'm suffering with it, but, we got some shit. What the fuck? My browser just asked me to turn on total cookie protection. That was weird. It's really hard when people are especially slow talkers. People who are slow talkers, or they kind of take a lot of pauses between. I'm literally going to forget what I'm even doing right now if I keep doing that. But you know what I mean? I can't. Like, I'm sitting there, like, vibrating, like, spit it out! And Ryan could talk fast, man. Total cookie protection is me locking the cookie jar. For word, though. That's what it sounds more like, yeah. I would wake up every morning with Miss Kitty soft paws in my face, my eyes just watering, and my throat itchy and scratchy as fuck. Worth it. I'd do it. I mean, that was me when I went and visited Millie. When I went and visited Millie in London. She doesn't live in London, in England. She has, when I was there, she had 3 kitties. And one of the kitties, like, just somehow became obsessed with me, which was weird because I'm kind of scared of cats. Like, I grew up with barn cats. Barn cats are the kind of cats, like, you walk by, you brush your hand along the top of their head and move on with your day. Otherwise, they will, like, grab your arm and do that kick scratch against your forearm until you bleed out and die. And then they eat you and feed you to their children. So cats, like, I've just never been around, like, a cat that's not a piece of shit asshole, but I love them anyways. They're beautiful. Like, I'll still go cuddle a cat. So when I went to Millie's, like, I I didn't exactly reach down to pick up said kitties. I was just like, oh, cool, kitty cats. Please don't murder me. And one of them, the big fluffy black one, fell in love with me somehow. I don't know why, what I did, but it would sneak into my bedroom at nighttime and I'd wake up with it wrapped around my head and then I wouldn't move. It was Lola, yes. I wouldn't move. I would just lay there because I was scared the cat would claw my eyes out. I didn't know what to do. It was a very nice cat. It never clawed my eyes out, obviously, but I just don't know what to do. I'm like, is this a trick? You know? I don't trust them, but I love them regardless. Shad, cheers, honey boo. I just packed a bowl. We took a baby hit, but I'll hit with you. Cheers, honey. How are you? Happy? Is it Friday today? It's Friday, right? Faded Friday. I think I knew what day it was, but my nauseous morning made everything go away in my head. With love. I mean, maybe it's love. I don't know. Do cats love? Making direct eye contact with a cat tends to make them stand off. Oh, really? I think that's most animals, though, right? I think dogs, it's like a threat if you stare at them in the eyes. People who don't like cats tend to ignore them and not make eye contact, and they're attracted to you. Shut the fuck up. Well, that makes a lot more sense, to be honest. Another one of her cats, I don't know why. I mean, it's been almost 2 years now. It's been over 2 years now since I've been there. Can't remember the name of the other cat, but the oldest cat, I believe, was like her lover cat, like her forever cat. She's had this cat forever. And he would just nest on my lap for like 4 hours. And you guys are totally right when you say, like, I didn't realize this wasn't just a meme. When a cat chooses you, you don't get up. So I would just like wait for my bladder to burst and die. Like, that's another way a cat could kill you. But they're just so cute. It wasn't Beetlejuice. I don't think she had Beetlejuice yet. Oh, no. Or she did, but I don't even think Beetlejuice had a name yet. She had a little kitty, but he was brand new. And I think, man, because I know she lost one kitty. And I think the kitty she lost was the baby one when I was there. But I don't even think he had a name yet when I was there. Literally, it was like they had just got him. I mean, she wasn't even with Jay yet when I went there, guys. This is seriously, time has fucked me. Ugh. Cheers. I can't. Your body language says come love me. I had no idea, but that makes a lot of sense because I literally was just like, I'm going to let them have their space because I don't want to be attacked. Stretch bitches. Frogs have nice frissies. You know, I have 6 frogs. 7 technically, but 6 of one species that live together. And I cannot tell the difference between them. Like, if there's a female or a boy, I don't know. How do you know? I think they look all the same. I really have no idea. Crimson, I mean, she was totally fine. She actually was a nice cat. Like, she didn't kill me and wasn't trying to kill me, so I don't know. What does a cat curling up around your head mean? You were asleep and ignoring them and they didn't like it. It's Friday. I'm going to see my lady friend tonight. Looking forward to cuddles and happiness. Fuck yes. We've been FWB for 3+ years. That is pretty fucking cute, Shad. That's super cute. You've made me feel gross and adorable for you. Thanks for that. You've been chosen and thus you cannot move. That's any animal for me. Miss Kitty Softpaws chose me from the shelter. I walked into the open rooms where they climb and stuff. I just waited in the chair to see if anyone wanted to come hang out. Stop it. She really chose you? I'm going to cry. No. That's so cute. I just waited in a chair to see if anyone wanted to come hang out, and she jumped from the overhang and drooled all over my lap. That's really fucking cute. Animals kill me, man. This is just so sweet. That's kind of a cool way to do it. Oh, are you taking off? I love you, Chucky. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Blast from the past, man. It's always good to see you. She passed in April of last year, and I miss her dearly. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. How long did you and her have together? Asked to see it's Frissy. They don't listen. However, I will say, so these frogs that I have, they're called Australian whites tree frogs or Australian dumpy tree frogs. Why dumpy? I don't know, but sure. And they're super cute, but I've raised them since they were tadpoles, literally. Tundra beaver, you silly fuck.
That's 2 years. It's a really long time to put up with whatever this is. Thank you.
Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it anus swings. That's a really fucking long time. I appreciate you. Thank you, bitch. And cheers beautifully. Thank you, love. You're warm. Let me have that. Yes. I love fries. Fries are a perfect food. Oh, what I was going to say. So, a friend of mine in Baltimore accidentally bred their frogs, which apparently it's insanely hard to breed these Australian whites frogs or these dumpy frogs. So I don't know how they accidentally did it. Because apparently, like literally, this is totally a side track, but this is how extra these frogs are. So they are native to Australia, but in order to get them to breed in captivity, you have to simulate rain for like 4 weeks. Where in Australia does that happen? I don't know. So apparently it's accidentally happened. Long story short, so he messaged me and he was like, yo, like, I know you take care of a lot of animals. Do you want some tadpoles? Because I've got like 500. I don't want 500 frogs. And I was like, yeah, I'll take some tadpoles, whatever. So he sent me 20 in the mail. And if like most animals that have, hundreds of offspring, it's because most of them don't survive. They don't thrive. So no, I don't have 20 frogs. I knew I wouldn't end up with 20. 6 survived, which is dope, honestly. I'm very happy I got 6. But I've watched them literally since they were as big as a grain of rice until they're like this big now, and I still no idea. But one thing they did the other day that was super cool and very new. So I mist them every night. They have like a bowl of water that I change out daily, but then I mist them with just a mister just to give all over moisture because all over. Wow, my accent really falls out of me sometimes. Because if you don't know, frogs actually breathe through their skin. So if they get too dry, they just die. They literally can dehydrate via their flesh. These frogs are called waxy, dumpy, whatevers. They have an extra waxy layer that protects them because they are native to Australia where there isn't a lot of moisture. But they still need to be misted. And the other night I misted them, and 3 of them started croaking when I misted them. And it was so cute. I just was sitting there like, I do it every night. I just standing, misting, and then I just hear this like, burp, burp, burp. And I was like, ah! It was really cute. I don't know which one it was, though. I couldn't see. They blend. Not common in Australia, but I've heard it rains down in Africa. I've heard they miss those rains. Hydrate. Oh my god, I did bring water today. Who is she? She was a drooler, but she was so precious and a love muffin. I've had drooler cats. A lot of cats drool. I've noticed. Like, I think everyone I know that's had a cat has had a drooler cat at one point. It's kind of a weird thing they do. I don't know why. We had an amazing 3 years together. Turned out she had 2 brain tumors. Oh, honey baby. Would have cost $15K. Oh my god. $15K. I mean, and would those 6 months even been quality for the kitty cat? That's what I would have, like, that was me with Millie a lot of the time. I was like, sure, I can fork out 12 grand to fix something for 6 months, but is that even quality of life? Or is she just going to be like laying there with stitches and, healing from a surgery the whole time? You know what I mean. I'm proud of you for making that mature decision. That's the worst decision in the world. Been there, done that. But, I mean, you really did give her, like, the best 3 years of her life, which is pretty fucking special. She chose you. She was like, that bitch will give me a good year or 2. Wait, he's breeding mice? Why is he breeding mice? Most people don't want that to happen. 3-day weekend at work? Fuck yes. Glut, that's nice. That's true. I forgot about that actually, Crimson. Isn't it amphibians in general can switch? Like if like a population has too many males, they will start to grow a vagina. That's like the whole like premise of Jurassic Park, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I have not seen the first movie in years. I love it. I just fucking haven't seen it in a long time. But I'm pretty sure it's because they used frog DNA or something. Yep, that was Jurassic Park taught us amphibians can, and it's real though. Amphibians really can do that. A lot of amphibians. I don't think all of them, but a lot of them can. It's very strange. My Tuxer boy drools when he's very happy. He bleps. Wait, what's a blep? Wait, is that when they go? Is that the blep? I'm on every subreddit for cats ever, and I see that a lot. Yep, that's the blip. Yep. Lilith does that, but she like my dog. Not I don't have any cats, obviously, because my dogs would slay them probably. But Lilith, when she's hot and she's running around, her tongue is insanely long. It's longer than her mouth. And it will just stick out the side of her mouth and she'll just close her teeth on it and not give a fuck. Sometimes she realizes she's done it and she'll be like, and like chew it back into her mouth. But she'll just, I mean, for a very long period of time, just be standing there looking super serious, like hunting, but with half of her tongue hanging out. It's fucking precious. Millie and Miss Katie and all of them together just chilling in treats. Dude, for real. They fucking blazing in Valhalla. That's the only thing that gives me comfort is that if there's an afterlife, it has to involve animals because they're the most pure souls. And Millie's got some fucking company because this past 2 years sucked cock. Like smegma cock in terms of animals. Bleps are fucking cute. Cats, I mean, everything about them is cute. Their tiny little face, their little peats, everything. There's nothing on a cat other than its asshole and its litter box that you could show me that isn't fucking. What did I do? Oh, God. The blip. Wait, is that when they go? I have often compared myself to the human version of a cat. I'm touchy. I'll roll on my back, but like, don't touch my belly. I'll try to kill you. Like, all sorts of things. Kind of like to be left alone for the most part. 4 cats? Oh my God, Kung. Did they live like long lives? Or was it just 4 like horrible? Oh. That's too much. No one should have to go through that. Robo, I know. Amazing. I woke up nauseous and sick, but I just like sat here and sipped water and was like, nope, we're waiting it out. Not sick. I think I'm just gonna get my period. And of course, my body has to punish me every time I don't get pregnant. I remember going to Bible camp where the pastor tried to teach me that animals do not have souls. You know, that's one thing I don't remember ever being told, but I don't think I made it far enough. Like I did the confirmation and shit because my mom was like, "You might go to hell. I don't know, do it." But beyond that, I don't remember anyone ever bringing up animals. But I would, if someone would have said that to me as a child, I would have been out of religion so goddamn fast. Even as a kid, I remember when I was like 6, I had a cat named Cheesy, big fucking orange cat. We always have had an orange cat, my family, for some reason. Our next one was named Joe, and he lived till he was like 20. It was crazy. Big fucking just beefy orange cat, and mine was named Cheesy because I'm a very original person, obviously. Named him Cheesy, and like I used to try to take my cat to church. My mom has pictures of me carrying my cat at a campground, like I brought my cat camping. To this day, I have no idea. Like I've looked at these pictures and I'm like, Mom, you let me bring my cat camping? She's like, yeah, you carried the thing the whole time. I was like, but why did you let me? Mothers, right? But like that, I was seriously like, you know, the quintessential like little kid holding the cat by under its armpits like this, and the cat body just. She has a picture of that. I'm holding the cat like, and my little sister's in the tent. And why the fuck my mom let me bring a cat camping? Still to this day, nobody knows. But the cat made it home, so obviously I didn't like let it go. But I've always, my whole life, like even when no matter what my animal was, I've always been like really fucking all over. Like I had a chicken that I could hold named Tweak. I know, again, it's a strange child, very original with the names. But any animal I've ever had, I'm like, you will be my best friend. You don't know it, but you will. So like for instance, we had a chicken coop. We had like a mini farm. You know, we didn't have horses or cows or anything. Well, we had cows at one point. We had pigs and chickens. And we had sheep at one point. We had like little farm stuff. But every once in a while, like an owl, we never knew what it was. Some sort of large predatory bird could rip the top of our chicken coop off and try to slaughter the chickens. It was crazy. And the chickens would scatter all over the property. And my mom would come into my bedroom at like 5 a.m. I need you to get the chickens. Because I was the only person who could like walk up to each chicken and just pick it up and put it back in the pen and walk up and get another chicken. But I didn't like force this on the chickens. We got them when they were babies. How can, as a child, who would not want to hang out with the baby chickens every day? If your mom let you sit in the chicken coop and let baby chickens hop all over you all day, wouldn't you? Who wouldn't do that? Of course I did. Nothing has a soul. Dude, I don't know if there's souls, but there's definitely electricity going on inside. That's the weird part to me. Because, like, the scientific side of me, I know there's, like, the law of conservation of energy. You guys all know it. I talk about it a lot. You can't, so far, theoretically, there is no destroying energy and there's no creating energy. Earth has got all the energy it's ever going to have, and we just, decay and create new, grow into grass, eat the grass, so on and so forth. But, like, I know that our heart is it's like got its own fucking brain nodes that fire off. Like, you could be beheaded and that's why your brain keeps going, or that's why your heart keeps going. The only reason it stops is because you've been beheaded and you're bleeding out and dying. Your heart keeps going because it's got nodes all over it of mini brains of bundles of nerves that do its own thing. And, like, when a person dies, like, where does all that go? I don't know. Where's the energy go? It didn't go into me because I was there. you know? I don't know. That's one thing that still plagues my mind. Because I've definitely been around a lot of dead bodies, and I don't believe in, like, I'm not religious, recovering Catholic, but I'll never say there's not a very distinct difference between a body and a corpse. Like a person, even a comatose person, a person in a fucking medical coma and a corpse, there's something different. Or even when you're just there during the presence of a death, like during a code or something, there's something gone. And it's, the buzz, the shit that makes our brain go choo-choo, but I don't know where it goes. What happens to it? I don't know. It's fucking weird and it boggles my mind. I was absolutely one of them farmers' daughters. Yeah, 100%. I was almost a horse girl, Robo Blake. Had that horse not tap danced on my face, you would not know me. I would have been a horse girl. Hard horse girl. Run up to get scritches. Oh my god, cute. I have one. See? It's winning. It's all about winning. One of my chickens is confused, so I have to put her away at night or she'll sleep on the ground. Maybe she's hot. Tweak was a crazy chicken, actually. So we just got chickens because we wanted eggs. Like, fresh farm eggs are incredible. If you've never had one, Jesus fuck. And we wanted eggs, so we just went to like, a fucking farmer feed store, got a bunch of baby chicks. But Tweak was super pretty. I don't remember there's a name for the colors of chickens. I learned it in 4-H. But she was like, her head was red, and then her whole body did like what's the word? Like a beige to gray, like a taupe gray. So her body was all taupe gray, but her head was orange, and it faded into the gray. I don't know how you would say that. She was super fucking pretty chicken, but she lived. I don't know how long chickens are supposed to live, but this chicken wouldn't die. I went to college, graduated college. My parents still had Tweak. Tweak eventually was given to a neighbor and is probably dead now. But I think at least 10 or more than 10 years, this chicken would outlive every owl or predatory bird attack or weasel attack or whatever to the chicken coop. It was crazy. And I don't know why I named her Tweak, though. Good morning, Kinger. How are you, love? Oh, you've seen that. It's distinctly different. Exactly. But I don't think it's a spiritual thing. I don't think there's a ghost hovering. I mean, if souls and spirits and ghosts were real, hospitals would be fucked. Like, superhero fucked. And I've worked in a lot of different hospitals, and I have yet to experience any sort of supernatural anything. Hospitals would literally, I mean, people are like, oh, but this one murder house. Do you want to know about all the sliced up, diced up, nonsensical people I've seen kick it? In a medical setting? Like, places like that would be so fucked. Good morning, Eliza. How are you, love? Ooh, what's her argument, Vax? I'm just curious. I don't want to I'm not trying to offend your mom or be offensive to your mom. I'm just curious what the argument would be. I love talking about this stuff. I think she gets picked on. Oh, that's, we had a rooster who, we ended up just not getting, we killed our rooster and ate him and just never got another rooster because he would peck their necks bald. Like, he was smaller than all of the chickens. He was like this little banty piece of shit with the furry feet. He was really tiny, but he would just rake the backs of their heads. Almost half our chickens didn't have any feathers. It was sad. I didn't like it. recovering Catholic it's because it's when I say recovering Catholic, when it means like I'm not religious. However, there is religious doctrine built into who I am that you might sense or see, and I will try to correct myself, like guilt and apologizing for breathing. That's a Catholic thing. That is just you were born a sin, and you just got to spend your whole life apologizing for being born, basically. And then everything you do from that moment on. And that's built in. Shit like that, that's stuff I can't shake because it's not directly associated with like Jesus. It's just, no, that's just life now. Oh my God. Zoe, shut the fuck up. Is that seriously someone stroking? That is like someone flicking the bean of Beef B. Someone needs to do that hand on Bean B. I'm saying it's flicking the bean. Why stick around? I wouldn't want to either. Fuck that. I stayed up till 5 or 6 a.m. Ew. I've been really tired this week too. But not because of that. I don't know why. She was a nurse 40 plus years. She claims we've seen spirits. No shit. See, I worked night shift in most of my hospitals, and I would ask, ooh, facts. Have a good meeting, love. I would always ask people, like, have you ever seen creepy shit? And every hospital I worked at had, like, 1 or 2 legends or something. But, I mean, I went to the darkest, most deserted, lonely, scary places in every hospital I ever worked in because at night shift you get bored. And so we would go on a journey. I didn't see shit. I honestly, the most interesting thing I saw was actually some human shit, like in a corner, like someone couldn't find a bathroom and just decided to dump. Nothing. And I wanted to. Like, I love creepy shit. Like, give me the creepy shit, but nothing, dude. I tried. Nothing at all. Some of us just had super neurotic moms. And see, my mom's super neurotic, but I wonder if that's because she was raised Catholic. I really don't know. Catholicism has so much to it. It's not just a religion, it's like a lifestyle. It's like veganism, kind of. I apologize a lot. I find it a good thing. Dude, I find I annoy people a lot with I apologize like every 5 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Like anything. I subconsciously search for things just to apologize for. And people will be like, "Can you stop?" And I'm like, "I don't think I can. I'm sorry." Again, I apologized. Oh God, it happened. It just never ends. It's a constant like, I'm just sorry. My fucking gravestone will be like, I apologize. Dan, how are you, love? Dave, good morning. How are you? Gaming Kate, good morning. Or time zone. I should say time zone. I really don't know what time it is anyways. My mom was Presbyterian. My whole family is real hard Catholic. It's pretty gross. Wouldn't everyone raised Catholic be neurotic then, though? I mean, I'm not saying I'm not neurotic. I might be. I don't think you know you're neurotic if you're neurotic. Right? I don't know. I mean, there's like being Catholic, and then there's being raised in a Catholic parochial or a parochial. What is it? Catholic parochial school is what they're called. Parochial, I think, is the word. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that was my mom and all of her sisters. It was like you stayed Monday through Friday with the nuns at the Catholic school. So maybe that was maybe a little bit more damaging than like just going to church. They have some horrible. My Nana has the worst. I mean, the nun stories you hear and you're like, oh, people are exaggerating, are not exaggerated. My Nana has told me some fucking horrific shit. But she was raised in a Catholic orphanage. I apologize for dying on your grave. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry you died on my grave. Morning, Mandel. How are you? My mom did that in school. Mine is staying there at night. And see, your mom doesn't seem neurotic. And, well, she might be neurotic, but she doesn't, like, impose it on those around her. Which maybe, I don't know, is that the definition of being neurotic? I don't know. I haven't really studied on like, I basically did a lot of research on neuroticness, neurosis, I guess you would call it. when my therapist told me my mom was a neurotic person. And I was like, oh, what's that? But I don't remember the specifics. My aunt still thinks God controls the weather. Sick. Those have got to be really fun holidays. I went to Catholic schools K through 12 as a Methodist. Wait. Did your parents do that on purpose? Wait, that's confusing. Dude, I know your mom's a total free spirit. Like that's why I kind of like looked at the sky. I was like, your mom has never come off neurotic to me. But then again, moms are different around just their kids and other people. Although she has adopted me, so maybe that's false. I mean, it doesn't count for me anymore. I don't know. She seems fairly relaxed when I'm there. I mean, on your grave, you can say, everyone, I apologize for dying, saying I'm sorry. Oh my God, fuck, you're right, though. Sorry. I'm tired. I'll wake up. This is my first cup of coffee. We're getting there. Dude, Eliza has such a cool mom. Her mom, she's a mom, but also a cool mom. You know? Not one of those cool moms who is a shit mom. We all knew those parents. Like, that's where I hung out as a kid, was the people who had cool parents that were shitty parents. Like, didn't really give a fuck what you were doing. Would give us fifths when we were in 8th grade. Those were my favorite parents when I was a kid. That's not Eliza's mom, just an FYI. Not that level of cool mom. I'm not one of the regular moms. I'm a cool mom. Is there any liquor in here? Oh, God, no, honey. Why do you want some? I'd much rather you drink in the house. Goonies, girl. Happy Faded Friday. Also, that's
42 months? Holy shit.
That's the answer to the universe. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Hail the day, Lord. Shall we cheers? Shall we cheers, love?
Oh, parochial just means it's a church-sponsored, so general. Oh, really? I had no idea. Wow, thank you for that. I just learned this. So parochial, so when I've always, wow, there's a fuzzy on my mic and it touched my face. The way I've been told it, as your Nana was raised in a Catholic orphanage and we went to a Catholic parochial school. So parochial just means it's a church sponsored. So general for any religious school. So it's church sponsored. So it's a school that is church sponsored is a parochial school. Is that correct? I'm just trying to get it stuck in my head. Because I've used the word forever. But again, Catholicism, they teach you lots of words you never understand. My mom's like, you can do drugs, but wait until after high school. Dude, your mom's like sensical about shit like that. She's not like, I feel like a lot of my friends who went off the deep end had parents that were very, like polarized, like abstinence, drug-free, get straight A's, go to college and be a doctor. Those ones are so fucking unstable these days. Like, they are not handling adulthood well because they weren't like given the facts, like, someday you're going to try drugs and some of them are going to be fun and some aren't. And most of them will try to kill you, like stick to weed. Like, you could just be realistic about it. That's how my mom was always very realistic. She's like, weed's not going to kill you. I'll kill you if I find out you do weed, but weed's not dangerous. She was always, my mom was the same. My mom's a neurotic mess. She's not a cool I hate to say that. Mom, I love you, but you're not a cool mom. But you know what I mean? Like that abstinence, the abstinence education and really anything taboo like drugs, alcohol, or anything, all it does is make it seem way fucking more exciting to do. Do not have sex. You will get AIDS and cancer and die, and then shakes the condoms at you. What do we want to do? Fuck. I think absolutes are very unhealthy because nothing in nature is absolute. I think we as humans like to think we're above nature and we try to categorize, and make things look organized because it makes us feel good, but nothing. It's all chaos, man. We know for a fact that the universe drifts towards chaos. The universe does not like organization and order and any of that. Like, chaos is natural. So why do we think we can, like, we have a crazy tendency to think we're so much fucking better than everything else. It's weird. I would have the same attitude, but be very strict about using shit regularly before they're out of college. Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't regularly do anything until I was out of college, just because I did not have the fucking time. I don't know. I mean, I had friends who graduated college and went on to do great things, and they partied every fucking weekend. I mean, they were just, even on the weekdays, they'd be blitzed out of their mind, but still get good grades. And I was like, man, I'm like borderline sober teetotaler over here getting C's. The fuck? Wasn't fair. Some people just got it. You'll be a cool mom. I mean, I think a cool mom is just being real. That's honestly the definition. Like when I think of like, not the trashy parents who would give us crack and shit when we were young, because that was not a good place to be. But like cool parents, they were just parents that spoke to us like we were humans and not like we were lesser than. You know? I remember just going to friends' houses and being like, your mom's like super cool. And they'd be like, no, she's not. I'm like, yeah, she is. She spoke to me like I was a human, not like I was some fetal creature in her house, Premarital sex is where it's at. I mean, how can you not test drive a car before you buy it off the lot? You can buy a car online these days. How and why would you do that? Being a full-time stoner in high school isn't good for anyone. Like, I definitely fucked with weed. I don't think you should. When you look at it, like, clinically, your brain is still growing and functioning, and anything that's altering the way neurochemicals are working in your brain when you're young is going to affect the way it grows. I mean, that's just facts. I don't know how. Like, I don't think anybody does yet, really, but it's going to affect it. But how do you tell that to a kid who's really fucking bored and going through puberty? The illusion of control provides us comfort to distract us from our own mortality and powerlessness over the universe. 100%, yeah. I think that's a big thing. I think that's a big thing around a lot of issues. Like gun issues right now is people want control over their life. And it's a false sense of security, because there's no control. Chaos can hit at any moment. Could you imagine if we all followed no premarital sex, 20-plus-year-old virgins all around? Oh my God. So much sexual frustration. So much stinky hormones. My problem is that I have the time to do that kind of stuff, but I need 8 hours of procrastination to study for 1 hour. I feel that, Nico. That was what Adderall kind of got rid of for me, thank fuck. I remember when I was in college, I was talking to my mom about it, like when I was in the moment back then. This was before I got diagnosed with anything. I was telling her, I was like, it's so hard for me to study because I've paid attention to the way my brain works, and I'm like sitting here trying to like feel my body and feel why I can't pay attention to things. And I would have like these glorious golden hours, like between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. and then between, noon and 2 p.m. where my brain worked, and then it would turn off again. And it was just like scatterfuck once again. And I couldn't figure out why. I would tell my mom that. I'm like, it's so fucking weird. I literally just have to go lock myself in a closet at certain times of day because I know my brain will work, and that's the only time I can study. And if I can't get any studying done, I know I'm fucked by a certain time. So then I start getting anxious because I know in a couple hours my brain's going to turn off and not work anymore. And it was just this constant cycle of being in like this maddening psychosis of that. And that was literally because at those times my brain would have fired off enough serotonin to function. And I would drain the serotonin like fuck studying and then be dead for a few hours. It was weird. Not saying everybody needs ADD medication or Adderall, but that was just to be able to I didn't have to sit there and stare at a clock and be like, fuck, in 2 hours my brain's gonna die. I could just sit and study, and now I could finish a chapter even though it went past 2 hours or something, That was relaxing. Go fuck with him. Yes, I think he's streaming with KPP today. I'm glad I'm asexual. Sex is a pain. I love fucking, man. But I feel that. I mean, people are a pain at the end of the day, right? It's like the people in your life, you've subconsciously made the decision that their pros outweigh their cons, but everybody's annoying on a certain level. I'm sure I'm fucking annoying. People don't want to deal with people, and the online services are giving like a 14 to 30% return. I mean, people, we learned in the past year in the past 2 years that the vast majority of adult human beings in America to this day won't wash their hands after they take a shit in a public bathroom. I don't want to know. I mean, who would? You got poopy fingernails, man. We had a gun crime in my town in the UK last year, and it made big news as it never happens here. What's crazy? When I went to the UK for the first time, I was still living in Baltimore, which is like, the gun shot wound capital of America, or was when I was living there. It's always that or Detroit or something like that. And I went to London and I was like, your cops don't have guns. Like, none of the cops had a gun. They just have like a stick to beat you with. And Millie was like, we don't need guns. There are no guns. We don't have gun. What are you talking about? Why would they have a gun? Why would that cop need a gun? He's walking in like a neighborhood. And I thought he was like a rent-a-cop or something. But then we drove into London for a day. We got like piercings and just hung out. And there was quite literally like a giant knife fight while we were there. And they had to shut down almost all of Camden. So that was pretty wild. Like, there may not be guns, but people still want to hurt each other real bad. Like, bad enough to get super close. Boo. Not that we don't have stabbing. We have stabbings all the fucking time in America, too. Like, I'm not saying we don't have stabbings. But, there was a stabbing. It was pretty weird. Beat it. Just beat it. What? It happened in Plymouth. He was from the U.S. and had a gun license, which one knew he could have. I think that's why it made big news. Yeah, I didn't even know you could have a gun license unless you had a probable reason to have a gun license in the UK. Like being a police officer or hunting or something. Hobby stuff. Because I know you guys can still have guns. It's just like a way more safe process, and people actually track you when you register to own a gun. Kind of like when you register to own a car here. Happy Valley would have been like 2 episodes of UK Cops Were Carrying, dude. I mean, half the reason I have never in my life felt safe around a police officer or felt like when I'm in danger, the instinct to call the cops is because they have guns, and guns make me nervous. I don't like it. You got a big fucking murder toy on your hip just bonering at me. I don't feel safe around those people at all. The majority of gun deaths in America are suicide related. Fuck, that's so sad. So having strict gun license laws would help all around. I mean, there's nothing that could prove that tightening up gun licensing wouldn't help. I think I know a shit ton of Republicans, I know a shit ton of Democrats, I know a shit ton of gun owners, and I know a shit ton of hippies, and all of them agree. I mean, it's literally across the board. Yeah, let's crack down on this. I don't know anyone who owns an illegal gun. Like, people who, who aren't doing nefarious things are probably not oftentimes seeking out guns in illegal fashions. No shit. Access to gun triples the risk of death by suicide. That shatters my soul in half. Ugh, my heart. Shut up, Crimson. Seriously? I'm not shocked. I'm grossed out, but I'm not shocked. Can I ask what makes you uncomfortable about cops carrying guns? It's just handguns, because there's what is the other purpose for a handgun? I don't know. It's a similar feeling if someone just came up to me like wielding a huge sword, like a claymore, and it was shiny and sharp. I'd be like, that's a really big knife you got. You feeling unsafe, buddy? It's just a big, scary thing, and I'm a clumsy person. That's it, really. I grew up around guns. Like, you guys know that. My dad hunts. All my brothers hunted. I say we. This is a good story. I'm going to take a break really quick because I just realized we've been talking we need to take a break. Otherwise, ads are going to roll over the conversation. But remind me of my dad's guns when I come back, and I'll tell you how I grew up around guns. Like, we grew up around guns, but in no way did we grow up physically around guns, if that makes sense. So I don't have an innate fear of guns. And I went through gun safety courses every 2 years of my life since I lived in Eastern Washington since 8th grade, because you had to as part of the curriculum. So I have a respect for guns. I know how to use them. But when you have a handgun specifically, that's just murder. Like, there is no other purpose in the world for a handgun other than shooting a human. And it scares me. I don't like it. Like, I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like that it's creepy. It's just a big weapon. It's the same if I was chilling on the street with a cleaver on my hip. I'd be like, damn, why you got a cleaver on your hip? Also, cops are jerks, and every time I've ever actually seeked out a cop for help, they've always tried to bust me on something in the meantime. Like, they just disregard whatever I've called them about, and they're like, oh, your left blinker light's out. And I'm like, okay, but that old lady over there sideswiped me when I was parked. Your left blinker's out, though. Every time. Just not a fan. Also, my parents didn't really give me the sense that cops are there to help you. Like, growing up, it was just, they're just there to pull you over 5 miles over the speed limit and drain your bank account. So I wasn't taught. And then, everywhere I lived after that, wasn't shown that the guns of cops were used very responsibly, i.e. Seattle and Baltimore. Not saying that that's across the board, but big cities, oof, they are just very trigger happy. Oh my god, Nico, no. No, I've been reading a lot of the why didn't the cops that show up go into the school right away? Oh, they were afraid to get shot. Oh, and I saw that the Texas fucks twat, again, no shade on Texans. I know y'all are amazing. The twat wants to make all schools, all elementary schools, have one way in, one way out, like one door that goes out of the school. Because, that's not a fire hazard in any way, shape, or form. Ugh. Anyways, remind me. We got to take a break. Otherwise, I don't think you should ever have to pay for entertainment. I think entertainment is something that humans should have a right to, and this is entertainment. And Twitch runs off ads, and if I don't run them, Twitch runs them over us talking, and I don't think you should have to sub to me just to fucking follow a conversation. That's bullshit. I'll be right back. Stretch your dicks, though. Stand up, stretch your legs, get some fucking circulation going, get some coffee, pack a bowl, I'm gonna get some water because I am running low. Check your posture. Nothing in the world can do for your titties what good posture can do for your titties. Just saying. It's facts. First presumptive case of monkeypox detected in Colorado. Some fuck brought it to Colorado from Canada. So, I'm never leaving my house again. That's cool. Sick! Ugh, what the fuck? There's a person, it's a dude, it says he contracted it on a recent trip to Canada. Infected ducks? I mean, it is monkeypox. Didn't someone get it because they, ate a monkey or something? I don't remember. I read why it was called monkeypox and it does have to do with a monkey, but now I don't remember. The director of public safety ran the briefing today. Oh, no shit. Now reporting the on-scene commander thought they had transitioned from an active shooter sit to a barricaded subject. Fuck it. I was going to try to be nice. We don't pay cops to think. Because this is what happens. So maybe just go by protocol, which is to rush past all injured people, anyone shot, anyone on the ground, until you find the shooter. That is protocol when there is a school shooting across the board in our nation. We don't pay taxes for cops to think. The fuck? Oh my god, the poor hamsters. Hamsters get it too? Oh, that's so sad. Apparently, the chickenpox vaccine is effective against monkeypox. Oh, no shit. I'm really curious. I kind of want to look up what it's like. Where does monkeypox come from? Because I really don't remember. Origins. Am I typing? Nope. Sure I'm not. Origin of monkey. Oh my god. Monkeypox. Hello, Mr. Fox. How are you, love? I just found out I have a huge neighbor. Astetoda bipunctata. Oh my god, do you have a picture? Shut the fuck up. That is so cool. How big is she? have a jumping spider living on my desk, but that's not that cool. Okay, we were looking up the origins of monkeypox because I don't remember. The name monkeypox originated in 1958 after the first cases were documented in monkeys being used for research. Oh, however, monkeys are not the major carriers of the disease. Monkeypox is usually transmitted to humans by the bite of an infected animal or by touching an infected animal's blood, bodily fluids, or fur. So, like, petting it. Ooh. Oh, Quebec has a bunch of cases? Oh, no. I hope they're not serious cases. Have you heard anything on that front? Like, are they, like, really bad? Or are they, this one, the Colorado one, sound like it was mild. He's at home and apparently recovering. Oh, wait, hold up. I want to read this. Another thing for cops, they do IQ tests and select from the lower percentile. I'm sorry, what? Another thing. Hi, Cloud Girl. How are you, love? They do IQ tests and select from the lower percentile and are allowed to do it per the courts. But why would you do that? I mean, I'm not saying there's anything against someone with a lower IQ score, but, like, what's the benefit of putting a gun on someone who's got a lower score? Yeah, LASIK, that's what we were just reading. Apparently it can come from the bite of an infected animal or literally just by touching a monkey or an infected animal. Apparently monkeys are not the main carriers of monkeypox. It's coined monkeypox because it was the first case documented was in 1958 in a monkey that they were, like, using for experiments or research or whatever. Oh, because smart people don't fall in line. Lower IQ people more likely to be sheep. That's really insulting to those people. Jesus Christ. Ice Falcon, how are you, love? Toronto has one confirmed case, but that probably means it's all over the place there just because. So yeah, we're gearing up to see if it becomes bad because with COVID fatigue through the roof, no one cares about anything health warning related. I know they just ignore it or rip it off. I watched someone rip off a mask sign the other day. Yeah, PSA, like, don't pet your monkey right now and maybe don't invest in a new hamster pet. Because I guess hamsters can get it. Fucking Christ, poor hamsters. Also, lower IQ tend to have certain views on force, other types of people. Well, I would assume they would also do, like, some sort of personality test or something. To, be a police officer and carry a murder weapon. I would assume that there's some sort of personality, like, psycho analyzing. Am I wrong in that? Is that not real? I don't know. I'm just assuming. I am not a cop, obviously. I'm good, Ice Falcon. I'm tired, but man, that's just been my week. I don't know. I just can't get up in the morning. Time to spank that monkey. Just oh my God, I have such a big bruise on my leg. Whoa. Just make sure to put some gloves on. Good joke, Kate. Think they do checks like that? I don't know. I was hoping. I can hope, right? Man, that is so weird. What a strange way to go about hiring. I mean, I don't know anybody who would. I just, nothing makes sense, and that really confuses me. Ice Falcon, thank you for the biddies, you silly fuck. I appreciate you. That was very generous. Thank you for your generous support of my channel. You silly frick. Thank you very much. I'm overestimating. I mean, I really don't know much about I don't know anything about police departments, really. Where I grew up, we had a chief of police and one cop. And our one cop got fired for fucking underage girls on the chief's desk. So, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't like... For as much as all my siblings have been arrested and gone to jail, I should know a lot more about it, to be honest. But I really don't know anything. 2 days in a row, I'm in love with your eyes. Thank you! I don't like today as much as I did what I did yesterday, but it's all right. It's kind of pretty. I did, like, red. Like, the color I used is actually this really... It's another one by that sugar pill. It's this color, actually. It's right next to me. What is it called? It's called Solar, but it's like a rust. It's like a rusty bronze... Like, rusty... It's not bronze, because it's more red. Like a rusty rose gold, kind of. That's what the lid color is. And it was super pretty when I put it on. I don't know I hope it comes up that pretty on camera because it's so, like, metallic looking. But that was the one I played with this morning. I try to mix it up, but it's hard because some colors just look like shit on my test, on my skin. Excuse me, my test. I saw the cheating on test thing again and fucking just decided to say that instead. Listen to the podcast Behind the Bastards, the episode Behind the Police. Ooh. Oh my god, I've got shit on top of my notebook. God damn it, Catherine. I gotta write that down because I will forget. I think makeup is fun though, man. I think when people have fun with stuff, they're always kind of like it. We perceive it as they're really good at it. I don't like saying I'm good at anything. I'm just gonna knock off compliment no matter what. Thank you for complimenting my makeup skills. I've been doing it for a really long time, and I enjoy doing it. I'm sorry, it's terrible. It's a terrible habit. But for real, like when people, inherently like just enjoy what they're doing, I think their passion comes through in what they're doing. I really just enjoy sitting here with all the colors on my desk and like blending colors that shouldn't go together and making it work. That's like a success for me, and I feel good about it. Oh, the little things in life, right? It's just called wait. Behind the Bastards? Behind the Bastards, yeah. I think a lot of people go into being a police officer with good intentions. I don't think people are inherently evil trying to be cops. I think there are evil people trying to be everything. I mean, God. There have been nurses who kill babies, for fuck's sake. Like, there are psychos in every career field. It's just, I have yet to see anything positive come out of a cop in a long time. I want to say ever, just because at this exact moment I can't think of anything. But there's got to be something out there. Something out there, it's got to be. I love funny, horrifying shit. That's my favorite stuff to listen to, seriously. Stuff that's like, you laugh at it because it's so disgusting. Like, I like to listen to Egyptian history podcasts because every single king and queen was brother and sister. And it was just like insurmountable incestual lines of regal. It's just crazy. And that shit is like funny but gross to me. It's like, okay, well, your dad died, so your 16-year-old sister is going to marry your 3-year-old brother. And if they don't produce an heir in the next couple years, we're going to murder them. That shit is wild. Wild! Hi, Weireld. How are you, love? Hello, Troph. How are you? I'm good at being a slacker. Man, I'm really good at procrastinating. It's a talent. I got arrested for possession once, and the deputies stole my bowl. That's just perfect. My monitor just shook. That's actually kind of beautiful, to be fair. I love that. I had a friend when I was working at Lowe's who got pulled over one time. I think she like pulled over for speeding, but her car apparently smelled like pot. And she had, I have like my box of weed. She had like a wooden box in her car where her bowl, like her, not her bowl, like her pipe, her little glass pipe, was in it, and a lighter and shit, but there was no weed in it at all. And she opened it and showed the cops. She's like, there's no marijuana. This was before it was legal. And he made her take the pipe out of the box, get out of her car, and throw it against the asphalt of a freeway until it shattered. I don't know if you guys have ever fucked with blown glass meant to be set on fire. It's kind of hardcore and doesn't break. She told me this. She's like, it took 10 minutes of me throwing my pipe against the asphalt and watching it bounce down the freeway in front of all this traffic going by. And the cop would go get it, bring it back to her, and make her throw it again until it chipped or something. I'm glad I paid for his hourly wage that day. In so many ways. Hold up. Anubis with that fucking resub.
Hail the Dank Lord Beach, and thank you for resubbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a fucking anus its wings. I appreciate you. That's a really fucking long time to put up with this bullshit. But thank you. And hail Satan.
And then they cited her for littering. It wouldn't have shocked me. I think she did get a ticket for something. I don't remember what they claimed it was. 15 months of a sub on a wall, 15 months of a sub, increase the count, buy one amount, and chat for a month or roundabout. Oh my god, that was actually really well done. Good. Golf clap for Anubis. I'm impressed. That was well done. I sang it terribly. It was well done. Civil asset forfeiture, government sanctioned highway robbery. Literally. I mean, it was fucking yeah, it was one of the weirdest things. Just what a fucking dick, man. And I feel that's the problem with a lot of careers where you're kind of given power, kind of given absolute power, is the people who want those careers probably shouldn't have them. You know? Which sucks because they're the ones that are going to go for them, sadly. But yeah, I was thinking about the guns thing. Why I'm nervous when a cop shows up and they've got a big old fucking murder stick on their hip. Just one other example. It doesn't really like, it's not the same by any means, but just another example of how a gun kind of like shied me away from someone. I was kind of dating a guy, and I opened his glove compartment in his car, and he had a fucking gun in there, like a pistol. And I was like, why you need a pistol in your fucking glove compartment? And he was like, oh, my car got broken into one time and I didn't feel safe. I'm not going to out anyone, but this dude lived in Kirkland, Washington, which is arguably one of the whitest, richest, safest places. Like, there aren't cops usually there because there aren't things happening that require cops. Usually. And my gut instinct thought was just like, you feel like the iPod that was in your car is worth shooting someone? Like, I'd be like, rob my car. Take the fucking car. I don't care. Take my car. I want to sleep tonight. Take my car. An anime. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus its fucking wings.
Hail the Dank Lord. But more importantly, yourself, and I appreciate you.
Dude, for real. Well, he would leave it in the glove box if we, like, went in to eat somewhere, like a restaurant, but then he would open carried it everywhere else in Kirkland. It was weird. I was just like, if you feel that unsafe in Kirkland, Washington, I don't know what to tell you. That's where my hospital was. I worked there for quite some time. Like, the ER is like house moms ODing on opiates. That's what the ED is in Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? Dude. You get a gun on top of it. Exactly. That was the other thing. Like, the next time someone breaks into your car, because he couldn't wear it into work or anything. Like, it was just, why do we jump from someone stole my iPod to I'm going to fucking kill someone? Like, if you are going to pull a gun out, you might be telling people it's to scare people or to threaten people, but you have made a decision in your body that you are, you're okay with shooting and killing. That's just something that's, it's not an accessory. Any gun owner would tell you that. Like, any responsible, like, gun owner would tell you that it's not a fucking accessory. Oh my god, I hate it so much. Oh my god, I love this. Wait, I have to read this by Anubis. Elmo with that fucking resub. I'm so happy your wrist is better. How are you other than the wrist? Thank you for resubbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings, you silly goose. I appreciate you and love you. Anubis says, on the topic of cars, anyone else get weirded out by movies when somebody's driving and turns their head to talk to the passenger for an extended period of time? Yes, it's not real. Nobody does that. I have never turned away from the road to say something next to the person next to me in a car in my life. Why would I need to? We're literally 12 inches apart, if that. Never. That's how you die. Hell nah. Nameless, how are you? We should cheers. We haven't cheers in a bit. Hold on, let me repack a little bit. I got a little bit of a whore hole. It's fine. You've now threatened a potentially violent criminal and given them an opportunity to take your knife and a reason to stab you with it. And that's the other thing. Like, someone said this. I think it was like, Jimmy Kimmel or something. I was watching the late night, guys. If you didn't watch Jimmy Kimmel talk about the shootings, holy fuck. It is one of the most moving YouTube clips I've ever seen in my life. He's crying, for one thing. Watching Jimmy Kimmel cry, there's something very disarming about it because he has children, so he's talking about, like, as a parent, the children. And then the end of the clip is, it's just, I can play it for you guys if you want to see it. It's a downer. The beginning is definitely a downer because it's Jimmy Kimmel talking about how our government refuses to do anything about children dying. But the end part, he actually shows clips of all these different Republicans talking about how much they love guns and how many different like ads for running for a government position involve guns or have gigantic guns in them. It's pretty wild, but it's kind of, I don't know. Even though it's sad, it doesn't mean we shouldn't see it. You know what I mean? I've said that a lot. Like, I don't believe in the toxic positivity. To me is ignoring all the ugly in the world and pretending it's not there. Like, that doesn't make it go away. People are suffering still, like, regardless of whether or not your precious mind is there. Cheers, by the way. Wait, the taser has confetti? The fuck? Like sparkly confetti. Like party confetti? I agree, Grath. I think a lot of the reason a lot of people don't know what to do or, you know, kind of just ignore what's going on is because they grew up in a bubble of niceness and protected. And now as adults, they have no idea how to emotionally deal with or emotionally process what's going on in the world. And that's really scary. Like, I never want to be like that. Like, as much as it's horrible and I don't want it to happen, as long as it's happening, I need to be conscious of it. I need to be aware of it. I need to speak my mind on it. And I have yet to meet someone who doesn't agree with stricter gun regulations, even gun fans. Ted Cruz, oh my God. Ted Cruz is the curse of Texas. I mean, for fuck's sake, he is the STI of Texas. Do you guys itch, my poor Texans? For God, that shit is just the worst. Oh, okay, it's stamped with serial number and it scatters when the taser shot. I had no idea. That's really clever. Why don't they do that with guns? Hi, Spiffy. Good morning. How are you, love? I'm really sweaty. That hit made me hot. Jesus. That was fast. Bit the Bullet got a sativa for pen. Ooh, fuck yeah. Hopefully it'll help with my body and attitude and chill out the little PTSD I've had. It's a Delta 10, I think. I've heard Delta, the Delta ones are great, especially if you just want something to like take the edge off because they're essentially just super low THC. You know, like Delta 8, that one that's like, you know, the loophole weed that's legal everywhere and stuff. It's still weed. It's just that it's not THC, it's TH something else. It's there's many different cannabinoids in weed. We just haven't been able to study it all yet. But the ones in the Delta ones are just, it's kind of like, you know, smoking weed back in the 70s that had lots of CBD in it. It's going to calm you down, take the edge off, but not get you fucking rocked. It's THCO. Is that what it is, Delta? Is a Delta, Eliza? You're Delta now, sorry. Look at my light. That's fun. I apologize. It's going to do it again. Sorry, I don't know why it's readjusting for this. Maybe because my table's so fucking bright back here. I did some work on it last night, but again, my back. Oh, Delta Zero is the closest to just THC. Oh, that's cool. I don't know this stuff. 90% of the US public wants stricter gun laws. 90 fucking percent. Who's that 10% though? That's cool with dead kids. Like, what sociopath is like, nah, though? And it's kind of crazy that they're listening to that 10%. I desperately need an AC unit. We actually have them. They're just not installed yet. I don't have AC. It's kind of a nightmare in Colorado. And I think there's some fires because it smells like a goddamn fire outside. And it's hot. But no, I don't have AC and it's a nightmare. Pyroblade just gifted 5 subs in the chat. All 5 of you have not just been gifted some of the arguably best emotes on Twitch. You also get to refresh your channel and not suffer ads for a whole month, which is really fucking cool. Because ads are a necessary evil of the internet, and I don't think you should have to, you know, pay to not be interrupted by an ad, for fuck's sake. Like, YouTube figured it out, Twitch. Figure it out. Fucking A. Fatal the Baptist, Cyber Zombie, Circle of Wolves, Kiora, and Goddess Reigns. You are all about wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in every way. Kill all the Furbies. They're scary bitches. 10% are the ones that facilitate the shootings. Ugh, God, you're probably right, and it's gross. It's always the smallest groups that makes the biggest noise. Isn't that crazy? They're so fucking loud. Nazi child fuckers. Who gives a shit about the waste of oxygen? Those 10% are subhuman trash. I mean, you said it. I'm gonna just nod my head in high agreeance. Because I would never out loud agree that they are Nazi child fucker, pedo, pieces of shit, waste of air, oxygen, nonsensical, needs cement around their feet, be at the bottom of the ocean people. Because anyone that's okay with kids being gunned down or a child having to hide under a pile of dead bodies to not get gunned down, all of which happened in the last 3 days, I have a really hard time accepting you. Because damn. What happened? I would almost think like 10% is just people in comas. Like, is that all the people in comas in the world? I don't know. Or in the US. No, dude, I don't think that's the thing. I'm not against. I grew up with guns. Man, I've told you guys that a million times. Ice Falcon, you know that. Like, I'm a product of growing around guns that didn't kill people, but unfortunately, I grew up in a really like isolated, town, really small population. Everybody hunted, so the school system made a choice to add gun curriculum, like gun safety, to the curriculum, because they were like, even if like House A doesn't have guns, House B, C, D, E, F, G, blah, 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 all have guns. So that kid might go to someone's house and shoot themselves. We're going to teach all kids about guns. But that does not happen anywhere else. And should we, go by one isolated case of the hometown Katie grew up in, or the copious, what is it, over 200 shootings, mass shootings this year already in the U.S., I think. One in 10 school shootings happen in Texas. That's scary. I don't like that. I don't think anyone in Texas likes that. I would go so far as to say Ted Cruz doesn't like that. However, he probably makes a lot of money off the NRA, so he cries in bed at night and then comes to work and lies his dumb face off. Did you really, Trove? Shut up. Ugh. I remember when Columbine happened, we were all just like, what even? We can use their fear against them for real, it should be regulated like a vehicle and education. 100%. The fact that you have to pass a test to get a driver's license but not a gun is pretty wild. I mean, that's weird, right? It takes more school to get a cosmetology license to cut hair than it does to be a police officer in most states in America. Which, what? And if someone can explain these to me logically, I'm open to it. But as it currently stands, none of it makes any fucking sense at all. Oh man, Eastern Washington's a beautiful place. When I lie, I vomit. With a spoon? I believe it. I've never seen anyone murdered with a spoon, though, and I've worked at a lot of hospitals. Where is this happening? Oh, nuh-uh, Tro. Fuck, that's creepy. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, that's so creepy. Did you feel like you needed to, like, bleach your soul? The US wants to be an outlier, so it's kind of like that fake it till you make it. Like, if we chant that we're cool, like, often enough, then we will be. I think that's the subconscious mentality to it. Me too. I'm for strict licensure. Me too. 100%. And I don't know anyone who is a hobbyist with guns who doesn't want strict licensure. Like, all of them have acquired their guns legally through a background check, through a shop. They don't support gun fairs. I've never known anyone to support a gun fair, and I know a lot of gun people. Never. None of them. They're like, no, that's trash, and it gives a bad name to the rest of us. Like, we know it's trash, and you never know. Like, you could be buying a gun that was used in a murder. Like, those guns are not serial number tracked and shit. That's the loophole bullshit. But everyone I know that's, that enjoys guns as a hobby is like, yes, I'll do another background check. Please. None of them want kids dying. And, like, I was talking to Zach about it last night, and he said a really good point. He goes, when he worked at the pawn shop, they obviously would pawn guns and stuff, and he said it was an immediate red flag because they would do a background check before someone could buy a gun that was pawned. And when guns were pawned, they obviously ran the serial numbers and everything. It wasn't a sketch situation. But if you came to buy a gun, they would run your background check, and if anything was in your background check from any point in your history that flagged as weird, it would take over 24 hours to get a letter in the mail or whatever that would be yes or no. And he said what his boss taught them was if someone gets a flag on their thing and you just say, hey, we'll hold on to the gun for you. We're just going to put it under the counter and come in tomorrow and we'll have more information on it for you. And if they freak out, that's the red flag. Like, they don't get a gun anymore. No one should be in a hurry for a gun. Like what? Yeah, ice hulking, and that's the problem. I was talking to Zach about that because he used to do that. He used to do those background checks, and he said the problem. He looked into it because he was trying to make a tweet about it, and he said the problem is that not all states have. Well, wait, what is it? It's like some of the states in the U.S. consider that, like, saying you can't buy a pawned gun until you're 21 years old. It's age discrimination. I don't know how that's the thing, but in some states, that's apparently the thing, the law that makes it so they can't discriminate against anyone coming in to buy a gun, which is how this 18-year-old buys a gun. He used to have to study these laws, because he actually sold them and stuff. Spiff, I treat every gun like it's on fire. Just stay away from it. Put a blanket over it. Kick it out the door. On credit. Ugh. Yeah, a person's poor planning is not the system's emergency, right? And, like, for real, I understand, like, hobby guns, but, like, what the fuck are you planning with a handgun that you need in a hurry that is not evil? I have no idea. I mean, I try to logic it. I try. Oh my god, you hunt with that? Humans? No, I'm just kidding. I know you wouldn't do that. I shouldn't make that joke. It's such a bad joke, Katie. There was just a shooting, you fuck. Catherine. Sorry. Ill-timed humor. Not all states have instant background checks either, and a lot of people think we already do. So what happens if there's no so people kind of freak out when they realize they can't get their gun right away, kind of thing? Private sales versus store sales as well, scary shit. Yeah, and it's all up, like, another thing that Zach told me is, in the states where it's not age discrimination, it's up to the store owner. So the owner of the gun retailer or the owner of the pawn shop or so on and so forth, it's up to them. They can do whatever they want. They can say you have to be 21. They can say we have to do a 38-hour background check. They can say that, but they don't because they want the money. Zach's did, but I guess it's like a huge contention because they don't have to. So why do something you don't have to do, I guess? I mean, that's the only reason handguns exist. I remember I told you guys this story one time. My dad got a handgun when I was in high school. And my dad had lots of rifles and stuff. He hunted. My whole family hunts. But he got a handgun one time, and we were all kind of like, ooh, like, why? Why that? Why do we need this? We live in the middle of fuck nowhere. Like, our closest neighbor was like 5 miles away, like literally fuck nowhere. Why? And what my dad wanted it for was when you go hunting, if you have a bad shot, like you shoot the deer in a bad place so it doesn't die right away and it just gimps off into the forest, he wanted to be able to just clock it in the head once he tracks the deer down, just to end it quickly. Whereas before this point, we had always just taken a knife to its throat and bled it out because you're gonna bleed it anyways. So like bleeding it out in the field's kind of a pro anyways. And he did it one time, and he sold the gun. He got rid of it immediately. He was like, I didn't like it. It was unnecessary, and it almost seemed more. This is just what my stepdad told me. He's like, it felt more. What did he say? Like unnecessarily violent is the word, a word like that he used. I can't remember. My dad's not a super eloquent person, so you know. Give me a minute. I'll remember the word, but it was weird. The way, because my dad's like a 6'4" like redneck with a mullet, you know, missing teeth, like. So to hear him like talk about his feelings about something when killing a deer was very emotional and weird for us. But my dad's also the type like, if any of us shot a deer in the bad spot and you had to track it, he would make us track our deer until 5 a.m. the next day. Like, you never leave a deer to die. He would not let us leave a fucking deer to die. We'd be laughing hysterically about it at 2 a.m. trying to find a deer, but he would not. So he's very like sensitive, but also big fucking redneck. Inhumane. Yeah, he said it just felt inhumane because it was the poor thing had already been shot and like ran through the forest and bled itself half to death and stressed itself. So the meat's probably destroyed anyways. Once they're so stressed, all those hormones coursing through the meat and stuff destroy it anyways. And then you just fucking clock it. He was like, and it didn't die. He said it didn't stop kicking or dying any faster. Not to be super like graphic about it. If you hunt, it's just, I don't anymore. I just didn't really enjoy it. My dad doesn't even really hunt anymore. Now, what he ended up doing was he was hunting and then me, my sister and my mom all pitched in and we bought him a really nice like DSLR camera to take hunting because sometimes he sees like a doe with babies or something and he wants to tell us about them, but you're not going to shoot a mama deer with babies. So this way he could take pictures, and this is slowly turned into him no longer taking the gun and just going and taking pictures. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, Ice Falcon, that shit scares me. I don't understand the open carry other than look at my cock. I was talking about that earlier today. I was like, it's in my opinion, guns are never an accessory. And when you insist on like this fucking thing on your hip, like open carry, I just assume you're treating it like an accessory. Like that's what it looks like to me. Like, good on you and your inverted penis, I suppose. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to bump up against your gun. And it's always, just fucking like 2 feet sticking out of a hip somewhere. It's fucking weird. Kung, same. Yes, that's kind of how my dad and all my uncles do. They're part native. They do some sort of native shit about it, where they're very like thankful of the deer. They use every single part of the deer. Yeah, it's a big thing. A bear. We only had black bears in Eastern Washington, and they're so small they just run away from you. My dogs, we had like a herd of labs, big dumb labs, and they would tree bears all the time. And we'd hear all of our dogs freaking out outside. We'd go outside, and there'd be this wee little black bear at the top of a pine tree, and all of our dogs at the base. But bears were such, honestly, we had, on my road, we say neighbor, I would say neighbor, but it's literally on the Itchilium Highway. If you just live on the Itchilium Highway, you're a neighbor because everybody's like 5 to 20 miles apart. It's just middle of nowhere life. One of our neighbors, who was like 15 miles up the road, was an orchard, and they used to have problems with black bears, but I don't remember how they would take care of. I know they shot them. The kids on the bus would tell me all the time. Illegally. I was at a Tractor Supply. Old guy was checking out with a revolver on his hip, went to pull out his debit card, and his hand fluttered like a butterfly. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know if I'd want a twitchy, fluttery hand, or if you mean like a graceful hand, like he's not gonna accidentally touch his gun. What's a 300 blackout? Is that a shotgun? I don't know the names of guns very well. Again, I went through the education, but not a big fan. Honestly, guns, it's the big noise. I don't like super sudden, loud, like crack noises like that. My nerves never calm down from it. And so like every time it happens, it's just like more and more until I'm kind of like a little, I can't ever bring that fucking adrenaline down from it. I hate that sound. Mishy, for real. And we didn't even do it on purpose. But my dad was using, I had a digital camera that was literally, I'm not even shitting. It was my first digital camera I ever bought. I think I was in 9th grade or something. And it was 2.5 megapixels. And he was trying to use it to take pictures of deer. And we were like, oh, Dad, no. So we all pitched in and got him like a nice Canon. But like one of the ones that's more compact. It doesn't have like those fucking 10 feet lenses on it. So he could actually take it hunting. And he just started just taking pictures. And my dad's actually really good. Moose are terrifying. Moose will literally murder you. What if someone's trying to rob him of his World of Warcraft account? Oh my god. Black bears are raccoons that are not aware they're 300 pounds. Oh my god, that's such a good description of black bears. I was thinking to myself, actually, I've never seen a black bear on the ground. They're always either in a dumpster or up a tree. Always. 100% of the time. I've never seen one just like on the ground. It's a 30 cal rifle round, usually subsonic. What is that? Oh, like it doesn't fucking blow your ears out. Oh, it's a rifle round. Thank you for teaching me. I really didn't know. It is good to know. I mean, even if you don't like guns, it's good to know. It's good to be educated on things. That's how we prevent things, is education. Oh, one of my dad's friends shot himself in the thigh. I've never been shot before, and I just don't want it to happen. Oh, I'm just pinching the fuck out of my thigh right now. Dude, so when I was in college, one of the girls that I was friends with, we just ended up taking a lot of classes together. She was from Alaska. I can't remember what town. It was a small town. It wasn't one of the big cities at all. And part of my family lived in Skagway for a really long time. So we had a lot in common. So we talked about Alaska. And she told me one morning she woke up and she lived in her bedroom was the second story of their house on like the front of the house. And she woke up in the morning and something was like knocking on her window. And she thought it was tree branches, but then realized that the like parking lot was below her window, not a tree. And she said she could see moose antlers, like the tips of them. Because the moose was like eating a plant on the porch. That's how tall they apparently can get. No, go fuck yourself. What an ancient dinosaur I will not fuck with ever. What do you know what kind of bears they are, Eliza? Oh my god, cute. Eating out of the bird feeder. Are they black bears, the little ones? I like black bears. They're cute and small. Visiting relatives in Florida, and my brother and I ran into a middle-aged guy in the neighborhood. He was nice enough at first, then pulled out a compact automatic pistol and started doing tricks with it. And said, I carry this around in case I need to part some Chicano's hair in a hurry. Oh my fucking what?
No! What though? That is so racist and sad and what the fuck?
I'm so sorry I'm like smiling out of anxiety. I'm so sorry you had to experience something like that because I don't know what I would have done. I think I would have just like laid on the ground and been like, okay, I'm face down. Please don't hurt me. Is this a threat? Sounds like Miami. Welcome to Miami. Miami. That's what you do now when anyone plays that song. Yeah, that's wow. That's and it's just bizarre because it's those people that give everybody else responsibly owning guns a really bad name. You know? It's like that weird 10% of people that don't want background checks or, gun regulation. Like, what the fuck? The 90% of the world who uses and doesn't use guns, we're all like, was there a deeper end I was unaware of you could fall in? Because bro has sunk. Oh, they're down here. It's hot. Like the sky it looks like overcast, but it's fire smoke. And then the sun beats through it and it just cooks us. So they're both stretched out underneath me. So I found out a way to cool them down because we don't have AC, and I care about my dogs more than myself. So I have this air purifier right here, and the air blows out the top of it. So if I put half of it under the desk, it like blows onto the underside of the desk and then comes down onto the dogs on the ground. It like redirects the air onto the ground. So it keeps the air all around the ground right here. Very cool for the puppos. They're all sprawled out at my ass right now. They're with me. I know, and like you gotta wonder if you like why. What are you so? I don't know. I always wonder like what are you doing that's so sketchy? You're afraid to get a gun license for all your guns. You want to experience fear? Attend a concealed carry class. They let you retake the test until you pass. You don't have to be accurate in the target practice part. I don't want to do that, though. Heard a lovely one today. Common sense is like deodorant. The people that need it most never use it. Oh shit. Common sense is like deodorant. The people that need it the most never use it. Jesus God, that's so fucking hard hitting. Right to my balls, Shrek. Fuck. Hi, Dim. How are you? Damn. The scars were hilarious. Oh, God. Oh, that's a story you have to, like, be the old woman around a fire. You have to turn into a shaman with a story like that to command attention. Hi, penis. How are you, love? Ice Falcon, I did a, like, a couple weeks ago, I did a random poll, like, in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep on Twitter. And it was just dogs, everything else. And, like, 10% of the people who voted for everything else. I don't even think I said dogs. I think I just said animals. I don't remember. But regardless, what? Who hurt you besides a dog? No shit. Scott Coyote says, my state doesn't even require classes for concealed carried permits, just an application and a background check. And I think every responsible gun owner would say that you need more to carry a weapon that can kill people. It doesn't mean everybody who has one wants to kill people. But if it can kill someone, you know? God. In PA, if you want a concealed carry license, you just go to City Hall with $20 and a PA driver's license, fill out the form, and you got it. Oh. People who play games with guns deserve to be hit with the stock of their gun right in the face. I've seen people at, like, gun ranges and shit just fucking around, swinging their gun in circles, not paying attention, talking with their hands, with their pistol in their hand, or just always... This is the big one, and I'm sure anybody who's ever been around a gun, when you see it in movies, people just walk around with their hand on the trigger. That shit. That's the number one way I will leave a gun range. I don't go to gun ranges anymore, but when we were kids. Fuck that. I ain't turning into a statistic. Trigger discipline. I mean, that was like I think that was literally day one of the first gun safety class I ever took. It was like, here's the safety. Do not put your finger on the trigger until you're willing to fucking kill something. Like, that was it. It was the first day, I think. I know. We tried to talk about happy shit, and it's just like... the reason we got on the gun topic again is I was talking about the cops. Not so much the guns, but the cops who arrived and did nothing. And how the cops, you know, didn't rush the building, and that is the part that really scared me. Yeah, never spiff, right? Like, that's day one shit. But I don't think you're required in a lot of places to take any education, which is sad. I still think change would happen rapidly if Congress and the Senate were stripped down to the same level of security as the average grammar school. You mean one door with an armed guard? Sorry, that was a bad joke. That's what they want to do. So instead of being shot or, possibly being shot, they'll just burn to death in a fire. The stupidity around it is crazy. It's like 90% of our country is okay with stricter gun regulation. Not regulation. What's the word I'm looking for? Regulation? Maybe I've just said that word too many. Like, we're all down. Like, yeah, background check. It's just that 10% that's probably like NRA investors or something, Because I don't think anyone in the world can consciously, unless you're a psychopath, which is maybe 10% of the US, I don't know, can say dead kids is cool. Like, that's not cool. That shouldn't be okay. It's not like an inevitability. It's not, something that's unstoppable or uncontrollable. Oh, make some more. I mean, what's better? What better, like, what's the word? Inspiration do you have than being out of them? The one door. I mean, I thought it was a joke, Greg. I thought it was a joke. I was like, he's not serious. What? Oh, he's serious. Okay. I don't know if he thought that one through. I would not send my child to a school that had one door in, one door out. What? Dude, Amber, I mean, they're more willing to put guns in the hands of teachers. Like, it's just insane. Raise your hand if you're a teacher and want a gun. I don't know. It's weird to me. My daughter... Oh, listen to this bullshit. My daughter's school had a power surge, so it triggered the active shooter event. Interesting. Great timing. Not great timing. Bad timing. My daughter was in recess. They brought her inside and made her hide in a bathroom, which was too small, so some kids hid in their cubbies. Oh, no! And the teachers and kids thought it was real? That's not okay. That almost makes me just immediately bring to tears, man. That is not okay. What the fuck? Those poor babies. Is your daughter okay? Did you have, like, a fucking 27-hour conversation like, I love you, that wasn't real, I love you? Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. I don't have kids. Obviously, I don't know what to do. Real talk, no bullshit. I can state facts. I worked with some people who lived through the shootings at my high school. They didn't recover. They're medicated. They freak out when they hear loud noises. I mean, it's PTSD. It's a different form than obviously being in the military and going overseas and stuff, but it is PTSD. 100%. I know, Cloud, but, like, what if the building's on fire on the inside and people want to get out and they can't get out because the door is one way? Exactly, Brilla. I mean, anybody I hate to say it, but anybody that's played a video game knows how the fuck to do that. Anybody who's played chess knows how to do that, though. Come on now. I'm just more into video games, but I do know how to play chess, for fuck's sake. She's fine. We talked about it and sat down with her. She's playing it off, though I know it freaked her out. I mean, I can't. I think it's easier to heal from it as a kid, a fake thing like that. Like, obviously, not the real murderous thing. That is something that definitely is going to carve things into that poor child, but like something like that with your daughter, kids bounce back pretty fast once they realize it wasn't real, but I just hope it didn't give her like a fear of sounds or something. God. I ignored the teachers and sprinted into the woods. I never had school shooting training. It didn't exist when I was in elementary and high school. Isn't that weird? We had earthquake drills. I love that there's a GoFundMe for therapy for the kid who smeared her classmates' blood. Cocky. I think not only that, she like hid under a body. Again, super morbid shit that cannot be ignored. I remember being in 4th grade. You want to know what I did in 4th grade? Recess. And we dissected owl pellets and put together little rat skeletons. And my teacher's name was Mrs. Adams, and she was really fucking cool. Did not hide under a body. He's 8? Oh my god. Are we confused on how fire exits work? I mean, I'm going to just assume everybody knows how a fire exit works. I don't want to have to. I'm not going to explain that. Ice Phoenix, thank you always for coming by and saying hello. It's wonderful to see you. Be safe. Wash your hands. Don't let strangers touch you. Cough on you or sneeze on you. Thank you for the biddies, cocky. Ooh, I need to pack a bowl. Hold up. Fuck. We actually should take a break too, actually. We should take a break and then I pack bowl and then I can post cheers. I apologize. I was not prepared. You know, Kung, honestly though, I think of my friends who have kids, the ones who are openly, and I'm not saying parents who don't want kids are the best parents, but my friends who have had kids who, when we're just together and their kids aren't there, are like, fuck, I would not have kids. Like, this drives me nuts, are like the best parents. I don't know how. I don't know why this is why. I don't know what the fuck the logic is, but they're like fucking incredible parents and they blow me away. I'm just like, how do you function every day? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, neither does the rest of the world, but I don't know why. And I'm not saying my friends who really wanted kids, you know, and still to this day are like, kids are the best thing that ever happened to me, are bad parents. They just tend to be more doting, spoily type, you know. Their kids scream a lot, which I think is normal. I don't know, but I don't like it. Shelter in place drills? What is that? Dude, I was thinking about that. I don't want to say that because I know so many of my friends have had kids in the past couple of years or have little kids, but I'm just like, as a person who doesn't have kids, to be full up honest, like I would not send a spawn into this future I see for this country. Ever. That being said, I truly believe most of you are trying to arm your spawn as best you possibly can because most of you had no idea this shit was just going to keep going south forever. It's fine. We're doing really good. I'm doing great. We never had any drills like that. Hiding in the dark and turning all the lights off and shit. Interesting. Chimera, you want to know a really sad statistic? This is the last thing I'll say before we take break, because otherwise ads run over us talking, and people who can't sub, they get the fucking shit end of the deal, and that's not fair. You guys know my spiel. I forgot what. Fuck my dick. Why did my brain just do that? I thought of something else. Damn it. I hate my brain and the way it skips things like this. Fuck my ass. I'll think of it. I'll come back to it. Fuck my dick. Why are brains like this? Lockdown. Oh, that was the... Maybe we did have a lockdown. I think I might have only done lockdown in the hospital, to be honest. I really don't remember. Man, it's been a while, though. Fuck. My brain totally blanked. It'll come back to me. All right. Quick break. Stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, or just chill out and listen to music. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I stand up every couple of hours or every hour, hour and a half at least, just to like get blood moving, get circulation in my body, because if I don't, I will go to sleep. It's just facts. Also to poop my dogs and all those things. So I shall be back in a few minutes. But, you know, pee after sex, all the usual things. Yeah, that's it. Fuck my head. Why does she do this? Dumb brain. Live somewhere. Usually, when you smell a fire, like burning, and it's not fall, you know, you get a little concerned and you're like, holy shit, what's burning? But in Colorado, you just have to kind of like subconsciously train yourself to ignore the burning smell that's prevalent all the time. So every time I walk outside, I'm like, wait, is something on? No, it's just the state's on fire. Okay. It's not me personally. Just somewhere in the state is on fire. The procedure was was added after Columbine, and the drill might have only happened once because you're gonna freak some kids out. So maybe only the teacher should practice. What year was Columbine? I know that's a horrible thing to talk about. I actually live in Colorado now. Everybody here knows all about Columbine. But I did not live here when it went down. I don't remember what year it was, but I know when I was in high school, I think that we had like a speaker, not from it, but about it. So I think it happened sometime when I was in either high school or middle school. 96? Oh shit, yeah, that was middle school. Yep. Yeah, I did have a speaker come, but also this is the thing. I was thinking about this while I was taking the dogs out. I moved so much when I was a kid. Like, she used to call us gypsies. I've now learned that that is very offensive to the Romani people. I do not know any Romani people, so I didn't know. But we were very nomadic, for lack of another word. She just was never satisfied where she lived, so she would move constantly. And I think I missed, like, I know DARE was happening. I've never been to a DARE anything. I never had a sex ed class. Like, I missed a ton of shit because it would happen while we were moving. I don't know how I missed all this stuff. It was weird. It was 420. It was on 420.99. Fuck Christ. Fuck Christ. That's really sad. Blah, blah. It has nothing to do with Christ. I just said fuck Christ. I'm sorry if anyone's religious and took offense. Anyways. Well, we got one. Once I was in high school, that was when we lived in Eastern Washington in the super small place, the super small town that was really poor. And we had a speaker come talk to us about drugs. And he had us at the end of the assembly. We had the assembly after lunch. And y'all know my lunch activities in high school weren't exactly the most innocent. And they had the assembly. And then if you signed like a little piece of paper that said, I vow to not do drugs or drink until I graduate high school or something like that. I don't even remember what it said. You got a free pencil, and I desperately needed another pencil, so I signed it high as fuck. But it wasn't DARE. My school couldn't afford DARE. Actually, I think DARE might have been fizzling out by the time I was later high school. I don't remember. DARE still exists, though, I think. It's just, like, not as big of a thing because they realized, that doesn't work. DARE became like the signature shirt of high school dealers. It was great. Let's cheers. I put some keef on top of my bowl to spice it up. And then there was another big update on that game I've been binging constantly, Have a Nice Death. So I wanted to do some runs on it and just hang out. It's fun. And it's a controller game, so I can chill and not fuck my stomach up if I decide to get nauseous again today. Yay. Did you guys have DARE too? Was it like a program you had to do, or was it just like an assembly, a one-time assembly? Assembly? Assembly, yeah. Drugs are expensive as fuck. Word. I use that joke as a Gen X. The good old days were we just committed suicide instead of shot others. Oh my god. I say those jokes in private company because I am a survivor of trying to end my own life. But I realize for some people, they get really offended. I apologize for it all the time here. I definitely make too many suicide jokes. I'm sorry. I know for some people, it's like someone close to you, a loved one committed suicide or tried, and it's really hurtful. I get it. I have a sister who committed suicide and succeeded. I get it, and it's horrible, and I shouldn't joke about it. It's a coping mechanism. It's a terrible way to do it. It was an assembly or officers visiting classrooms. Officers, like a police officer or like a DARE officer? Or is there were they one and the same? Me too. I'm super dark humor is like, that's the one thing that I try to filter a little bit just because just on stream, I never know who's listening. Like there could be a shit ton of people, enjoying the stream, having a really good time. And then Katie cracks a suicide joke and that's very personal to them and hurts their feeling. Like I never ever want to make someone think I think lightly of suicide. I take it very seriously, but humor is how I cope with shit. It's bad. Oh my God, Katsumushi, you're alive. Would you like a sandwich? Do you still have teeth to eat? Oh my God, you quit your job? Shut the fuck. You just fucking like pieced? Nuh-uh. What are you doing? Okay, cool. Cool. You had a better one lined up. Fuck yeah. I thought maybe you just like fucked out, went home, and you were like, wife, your big tits are great. I'm gonna suck them. I quit my job. you know, like that kind of life. You never know, but congratulations. What a soul-sucking existence you had for quite some time. Jesus fuck. Can you say what you're doing now? Are you enjoying it? Tell me if you like it. We had an actual officer come in, and to be honest, 3/4 of my class was high during it. 100%. That was the only way to get through high school. I don't know how anyone did it without it. The people that are against consumption cite because they don't understand addiction need other ideas than prison, or it's because prison contribute to their campaign. I would go with that. You should, I mean, I'm sure you're aware of how much money those prisons make. It's the best. Fuck yes. Did you have to move or you're still in the same area? Did you have to move for said job? I love the Gorillaz song. Which one? Feel good. Bum, 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 bum. That's what I see with the bobbing hat. Hat? The cat in the hat. No, just the cat. Feel good. Same area? Fuck yeah. So you guys didn't have to move or anything? That's really nice. A new job is great, but when you have to move for it, oh my God. Like the anxiety of the new job on top of moving is just too much. It's too much. They read a letter from a listener concerning suicide. Apparently, the mental health professional community is trying to get people to say died from suicide rather than commit. Commit implies criminality and adds to the stigma and prevents people from getting help. I actually kind of like that a lot better. Because, yeah, I kind of like that. Committed does sound like you've committed a crime. The other 1/4 was sleep. Also, that officer was sleeping with a student. Dude, our cop, my town's cop got fired because he was sleeping with young girls. And the chief got fired because he was covering it up. And my family knew this cop intimately because he arrested almost all my brothers multiple occasions, like, you know, just being drunk, stupid teenage boys. So he had, like, been to my house. He arrested me in 8th grade when I did my dirties. This fuck touched me. And he was like, Officer Fisher, it was his name. I can't think of his first name. But Fisher. Everyone just called him Fisher. Ugh. Cheers to not that guy. Ever. Either a fruit fly touched me or a hair touched me. I don't know. Cheers. It is really beautiful down there. If I had to live in California, that's where I'd go. Just because you guys still have some nature to look at. I feel like a lot of Northern California has just become like a cement jungle. Or it's the redwoods and rich people. Like it's, you know. Hey, you guys have greenery? The last time I was there, I got really excited about it. And you scowled at me and said, it's all going to be on fire, Katie. And I was like, oh, sorry. And now I live in Colorado and I get it. Everything's on fire here. One of my favorite song lyrics begins with, well, your dad's in jail for sleeping with students. Oof. Oof. Laughy smiley thing? Oh my God. What is it? Is it cute? It's not load, please. Do it. Oh, I love this girl. Oh my God, I love this girl. Yes. Let's raise our mood before we dive into this cute game. If you have never played this game, if you like Hades or, you know, roguelites like that, I don't know another way to describe it other than roguelite. Is there another way to describe those types of games where you, like, try to get as far as you can, you die, just end up back at the main dungeon, but you level up as you go? I don't think there's another term for the type of game, but it's Hades is the style. Roguelike or roguelite. That's this game I literally have I think I almost have over 200 hours in it already, and it's only been out like a month. 239.5 hours. It's disgusting. Zoe bought it for me as a gift, and I have not played. Like, I struggle to quit this game to play anything else. It's really fun. There's no spoken dialogue in it. There's some characters that say, like, little nothings here and there, but I usually just skip past it because I ain't got time. But it's super fun. Roguelike is a straight reset on death, while roguelite usually has some kind of progression in between deaths. Okay, so this one is a roguelite then. Thank you, Cat Smooshy. It's a roguelite because there's definitely, you know, it's like there's currency in the levels as you're going that you lose if you die, but there's other things that you're kind of leveling up that, I don't know, we'll play and I'll show you, but let's watch this adorable girl first. This chick, she's a TikToker. Correct me if I'm wrong, anime. But I was exposed to her via you guys, and she cracks me the fuck up. She's so funny. Noita is fun. That shit pissed me off. I haven't installed still. I haven't been pissed off that much by it yet. A cop stopped me because I was out after curfew and underage, and we talked for a bit. He ended up telling me to go home, and I told him no. He laughed and let me do what I wanted because I never caused any problems, and my friend's mom was the one who wrote his checks. I mean, you got really lucky. That was really nice. I was, like, when I was a kid, I was just kind of a shithead. Like, all my friends were townies, and we would just walk around town at night. You know, like that cluster of kids that look like they were vomited by Hot Topic leftovers that walks around town at night. That was me. I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed, but I'm not proud. And we weren't doing anything, though. Like, we were just literally, most of us just had nowhere to go. Like, most of them had horrible home lives where their parents were, like, cooking meth or something. I have Children of Morta. I haven't played it, but I've heard really, really good things. Is that another one that's a rogue light? I was stopped because we turned around in a parking lot. Go fuck yourself. Zaquarium, that's impressive, to be honest. I'm like up in the 200s. It's a roguelite? No shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to reinstall. Actually, do I have it installed? I might have it installed because I keep meaning to play it, but I get so hyper-focused on one game, you know? Like, obsessed. And this one, it's called Have a Nice Death. You play as an adorable tiny little Grim Reaper, like, killing the leaders of your hell circles, which include and are not limited to Hitler. It's really fun. Like the game mechanics and shit and the levels, they've done a very good job. I think it's still early release, but I can't stop playing. No, I never got into the suspenders. Thank fuck. But I did have like the giant balloon pants. What are they called? Like parachute pants that had erroneous cords and chains on them. I had a belt made of giant bullets and chains that when I swished my hips back and forth, the chains would go chink, 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 chink. I never had Jinko, too poor. No, never had Jinko, but they looked like Jinko. I mean, it was like off. It was basically, the offshoot. Like the not expensive Jinkos, but they looked exactly like Jinko. Yep. They didn't have, you know how Jinko always had like it either had two super long ass pockets or one long ass pocket with like a cool embroidered dude on it or something. It looked like that, but instead of the cool embroidered dude, it'd be like, just, like flowers or something, like from Walmart, Trip pants. Yeah, I had those, but we made them. Like we would buy these super cheap, Jinkos and then literally buy the suspender parts, but then put them on your pants and all these pieces and shit. Literally, like we created what Hot Topic sold because we didn't have a Hot Topic and we were poor. But yeah, that was, I mean, if you've ever seen Letterkenny, the skids minus the meth, that was me. And I'm not proud of it, but that I can't run from it. It exists. The younger high school kids out here are going hard on the early 90s fashion. Dude, I know. So the early 90s fashion is coming back. And then someone made a meme that was like, I see you little girls dressing in early 90s. Pluck your eyebrows until they're as thin as a pencil line, you cowards. And now thin eyebrows are coming back. And it's scary. Like almost every day in my stream, I'm like, by the way, don't pluck your eyebrows. Out of nowhere. Shit doesn't grow back, fuckers. A ball. Oh my god. You know what's really weird? I was literally, I wore the the same ball bearing choker I did not take off my neck easily for 6 years as a child. And I thought about it last night out of nowhere. I was like, I wonder what I did with that. And it was just like a stainless steel ball bearing, not the choker. It like sat right here and you could do anything in it. It wouldn't rust or anything. So I just never took it off. Dude, for real, though, do you have my ball bearing choker? It's weird. Isn't it weird looking back on it? Because everybody's like, oh, it's a phase and you just want attention. And even looking back on it, like, that wasn't it. I don't know what it was, but that wasn't it. Katie dressed like my older sister's friends that would flirt with tease me. Oh my god, I fucked all my brother's friends. Sorry about that. It was the only pool I had to pull from. Oh, Lizzie, I'm very pro low-rise jeans, but that's simply because of my legs. I completely understand how low-rise jeans are like crop tops. For a very small percentage of the world, it is the perfect item of clothing. And for the other 99%, it's a hellscape. I am 90% legs, so low-rise jeans fit me perfectly. They're like the best thing that's ever happened. And anytime I go to a store and they're like, no, but we have mid-rise, high-rise, and extra high-rise. I'm like, I don't want my jeans to touch my nipples, though. and my torso's like this big. So can we not? Help. Can we not just have both? Like, can we acknowledge that there's more than one body and maybe both? Help. Bangs and a rat tail. Oh, honey. Oh, you poor. I mean, I had the little girl mullet, you know, where it was like, I think it's called a page boy. It was basically chopped bangs, and then your hair was chopped in like this perfect slope. And it was so you could put your hair, my mom would put my hair in pigtails every single day. And it was the haircut for pigtails. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was a bad one. It was not a good look. I looked like I looked like an Amish child, to be honest. She sewed our clothes too. I had cloth diapers, bitches. Fucking what? Keira Knightley's torso game is unreal. Every time I see the cover art of that, what is it, Arthur game or Arthur movie she was in, I take it as a personal affront to just like existing. You know? It's not real. Like, none of us can attain that. That's genetics. Straight up. My body type is high-rise pants and crop top. And see, I'm the opposite. My body type is low-rise pants and long shirts. Crop tops, I just make me look so much taller than I am. It's weird. I have a couple crop tops. They're great in the summer when you're just, like, roasting and want to die. But whenever I wear a crop top, I look at myself in a mirror. I'm like, God, you just, like, extended your body 2 feet. And I think it's just because it's cut up into 3 sections instead of 2. I don't know. I don't know the science of it, but it makes me feel bigger. Basho, how are you, love? Oh, I had a bowl cut. Not in middle school. Before middle school. My alcoholic father, my mom went away like to do something. I don't know why she left us. She left my sister and I with our drunk dad for a weekend. And he got pissed because he had to brush my hair or something. I don't fucking know. And he took us to a barber and got us both bowl cuts. My mom came home and was very upset. That was a bad day. No shit. There's a girl group making music successfully right now. That's all you had to say. Called Flow, and it's basically All Saints. What's happening? Weren't the 90s good? Why are we redoing it? What's happening? I'm seeing Pearl Jam in a month. What's going on? What year is it? My body type is potato. I think I'd be considered a pear. I've looked at those body type things because I have like tiny titties and a big ass. I don't know. I don't think there is a body type. I think you got a body. Work with it. And don't shop with brands that refuse to work with you. Low resolution. That was, well played, you dumb bitch. That was well played. I have no argument there. I mean, I want to, but I don't want to dim your shine. That was beautiful. I'm going to steal it. The 50s bikinis, I wish, but my torso's so short that anything high-rise, it literally becomes like nipple pants on me. Like it doesn't, my waist isn't here. It's like here. But like even dresses are the same. Oh man, dresses are a struggle for me because the waist of the dress they put under my boobs. I'm like, no, it goes here. But not very many people are 6 feet. Not very many female presenting people are 6 feet as of now. I think the average woman, quote unquote, in America is 5'4". Math, I had like my hair is really thick, and when I was a kid, I guess it was curly. So my mom would just like rake through it every day and brush it, and I would just scream, and she would say, "Suffer to be beautiful." And when she left for a weekend, my dad was like, "No more of that." I don't remember this happening. NSYNC's coming back. I mean, I'm all about the NSYNC Backstreet Boys comebacks. All of their new songs they've kind of released have been great. I loved 90s pop. Some of it was fucking dope. Like the second gen shit was shit. Like the 98 Degrees and all the bands that wanted to be NSYNC after NSYNC, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't into that shit. But the originals, fuck yeah, dude. Give me Britney any day. Cat, that's literally what I do. That's exactly what I do is alter. Because most of the time, it's literally just like they add like an inch to the strap. That's it. It's crazy. It's just because my space here is a 6-foot person, so it's longer than a normal person. It's, yeah. Fuck beauty. The beauty industry is disgusting. I think it's really destroyed a lot of goodness in people. I just checked my stats. The enemy that's killed me the most, 39 times. I've killed 7,017 of them. And the next most killed is 2,000 below. Someone's got a fucking vendetta, bro. You want to talk about it? O-Town, that was another one. Yeah, I did not. I kind of hated. It was the same with like the new metal. Like, you know, Korn was there, and I can't think of another new metal band, but you know, the new metal first gen, and then the second gens that come out, they just sound like oatmeal, like overcooked oatmeal. You know what I say? You know what I'm saying? Panda, you're fucking awesome. Thank you for the wonderful compliment. Sorry, I was slouching. My wife's tall and shop and used to kill her self-image. So one day we took her measurements and now we just alter. You know what's really dope, Kat, is there's so many places online like Etsy and stuff. I'm sure your wife has found them at this point where people will make clothes very affordably. You just send them your measurements because they've already like cut out everything for like a pattern and they just apply your measurements. So it just takes them like an extra 15 minutes and then they sew it all together. I've gotten a lot of really cute dresses, shorts, like, you know, nicer outfits off Etsy because it's just like someone doing it as a hobby in their basement and they're not, you know, they're not charging a $5 billion overhead or whatever. And so you send them like just your basic, you know, your waist and length measurements and stuff. And it's pretty refreshing to get something and not be scared to put it on. That's weird. That's a weird sensation. Like my whole life has just been shopping. I've cried more in dressing rooms than anywhere else in my life. Just over pure frustration of being tall and not, you know, like evenly proportioned legs and torso. Like I just got a lot of legs. So dresses, anything short, ass cheeks hang out. And it's just, man, I remember shopping for interviews, trying to get like a nice interview outfit, like slacks or something. Just so much crying. Just frustrate, like scream crying. Just like, why does the world not fit me? Why do I not fit in this world? It was a terrible time. And then leggings came about, and now we're all better. Corn, Disturbed, Mudvayne. There you go. Thank you. I loved Mudvayne, man. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Tool. I guess, would you consider Tool new metal? What is Tool? That's like industrial. There was like 9 Inch Nails. That was industrial. But like all the stuff that came like immediately after that, people trying to build off of that momentum, they just shit. They just like kill the momentum and make us love those people more. I think Korn, how long has Korn been around? I know way too much about 9 Inch Nails. You guys know I'm obsessive. But 9 Inch Nails' first album was technically 88, theoretically 89. But I don't know about, I think Korn's been around a pretty long time. No shit, late 90s? Nuh-uh. Their first album was late 90s? No, it wasn't. Stop it. I'm not that old. Shut up. I hate this. No. I don't like that. Linkin Park. Dude, I loved Linkin Park. I didn't ever like their hits, but I love their albums. Ooh, are you getting something cool? Did you get like a bong or something? Tool, yeah, I'd say like Tool's industrial, 9 Inch Nails. I'm trying to think like Static X. They're kind of like metal industrial, I guess. Time is a wicked bitch and I hate it. I would like to smother her now. They hit big around 98. I hate that. I thought they were older. I hate this. This is a game of how old did you think you were? Lincoln, I mean, Chester Bennington's voice is inarguably beautiful. He's got fucking pipes. If you were a Queen of the Damned obsessive like I was, there's a little documentary about making the movie and he's in it and you get to hear him sing without any music behind it and he screams. Like he's got headphones on, but the video is just showing him doing it and he is not auto-tuned in any way, shape, or form. I don't know how he does that scream with his throat. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. Chester Bennington has a pretty unique, like, crawling thing. I don't know. It's just special, and it's all him, and that blew me away. Like that shit is respect. Rest in peace, beautiful Prince. I finally found a 90s radio station. I can't not find a radio station I can stand. Good luck. I mean, not good luck because you found one, but good on you. It's I'm starting to I think I'm starting the age threshold. I'm starting to cross that age threshold where like the youth annoys me now. I'm like, oh god, another one. Yeah, like a unique voice. Yeah. Chester for Linkin Park was my first musical crush. No shit. Oh, cute. I don't know who my first musical crush was. I mean, actually, it was Trent Reznor until I found out he was 5'4", and I was like, well, that's never happening. Piss. That was a really sad day for me to exist. Here's a crazy notion. Tool Nine Inch Nails' music is older now than Queen was in the 90s. When that was older stuff, I hate this. No, go fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go get my water. But first, we're gonna watch. Shut up. She's almost too funny. God damn. Oh, fuck. I almost died a little bit. That was great. Looks like Kevin hasn't showed up for his shift. Great. The redheaded Craig. I saw a post the other day on Reddit, and all it said was, when y'all aren't visiting, we stop using the accent in Scotland. And that's all the post was. And I was like, if no one's there to hear a tree fall in the woods, does it make a noise? Oh my god. Oh my god, she is literally. Yes, it's same level of just like, these people are comedically talented. Like naturally. As much as I fucking hate that word, because obviously they've worked years at the craft, whether consciously or not. Damn, dude. The dry English humor so many people enjoy comes more from Scotland than England. I don't know if I could say I've ever like associated dry humor with a country. If I was to say England, like England proper had a humor style, it's like goofy. You know, like that song. It's Mr. Bean. And when I think about Scotland, I think about Karen Gillan. That's it. That's the end of that. And now I have to go rub one out. I'll be back. Just kidding. But for real, she's so beautiful. Oh. Yes, V Rising is fucking dope. Have you played it? I like it a lot. It's very like it's like super user friendly. I was telling people that like if you've never played an MMO and you feel really daunted when you jump into something like New World or ESO or something that's kind of established, it's really easy to get into and not feel like you're just being outpowered, out-leveled by everything around you all the time, you know? Or that you're just behind, you know? I said you know way too much, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I can't stand that feeling. I feel like it's a race to get up to where everyone else is, and I don't feel that way in this game at all. The ones we love in the US, Are You Being Served, Blackadder, Fry and Laurie, is really more dry deadpan. I don't know any of those people. What are these? Wait, what? What are these that you're saying? Because I love dry humor and I would like to write them down, but what the fuck? Oh, they're sitcoms. Oh, no shit. I've never seen any of those. Fuck me. Have you ever seen Gogglebox? I know I'm such an American saying that, but fuck, that show is funny. I watched a lot of it when I got my tattoo in Wales. Like, a lot of it. And just cried laughing in my bed. So funny. I need to see Blackadder. All right, I'm writing it down. What do I do with my thing? I got it. All right, I got it. Really? Oh, fuck. Oh, I love Rowan. Ooh, fucking A. That's a name I actually know. That never happens. I usually know who they are if I read them. It's coming out of my own brain. That just doesn't happen. Panda! I've had a couple compliments on my makeup, but thank you very much. I appreciate you. That's a very nice compliment. My instinct is to be like, no, you, but I'm trying to be nicer to myself. It's a task. Blackadder. Okay. Plus Black Books. Is that another show, Shy? Or is it? Okay. Is it? Okay. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch, as I'm sure everyone is during COVID. Like, does anyone else feel like you've literally watched everything in existence, like, twice? And you're just starving for something new? That's me at this point. I've binged everything twice. Even shows I don't like at this point. I'm just running out of shit to watch. So I really appreciate the suggestions. Blackadder and Black Book. I wrote down Keeping Up Appearances. I got that one too. But I think Black Book was the last one. I wasn't sure if that was like, you never know. I don't know. The names of things these days, they're so like, what do they mean? I don't know. The girl across the street from the girl in the window with the wine, with the girl in the window across the street from the girl in the window with the wine, with the girl in the window. Look, Kristen, what? Some of us have a hard time with memory, and that was cruel. Oh, cocky bless. uh, I think the last like true British comedy I watched was like IT Show and Gogglebox, but IT Show, which was fucking great. Hi, David. Surreal and Crass. That's up my alley. I got it. And then Keeping Up with Appearances was the other one, right? That's the one I wrote down already. But I mean, yeah, I feel like, especially with a lot of the new shows coming out, I don't even want to watch them or try them because Netflix cancels everything after the first season and then complains that they don't have enough money. Like, I don't want to invest my time in a show if you're just going to cancel it on a cliffhanger. Go fuck yourself. Ooh, is Obi-Wan out already? I literally just saw Ewan McGregor get interviewed about it, so I didn't think it was out. Have you seen it without spoiling it? I heard that fuck, the Anakin's in it again. Like, not the I saw your laser sword kid, but the older angsty emo one. Hayden Christensen, thank you. Thank you. I'm very bad with the name. Stranger Things is pretty darn good. I can't get it's hard for me to get into shows about kids anymore, like kids being romantically interested in each other. When you're a kid, you're like, "Oh no, I totally get it." But now I'm just like, "Oh my god, are those 12-year-olds like flirting?" Some of that it's a little creepy, but it's fine. It's a good show overall. Hayden Christensen's a decent actor. He just kind of has been off the scene for a really long time. I'm interested. He's going to be Darth Vader if that wasn't apparent. Spoilers? Come on, how long has episode whatever been out? Episode 2, 1, 2, 3? Is it 2 or 3? Where you see him eventually. Finally. Could you imagine if they got OG Anakin? Oh my god. I saw your laser sword. What the fuck? Is that Darth Vader's voice? Episode 3, thank you. I love Star Wars. I usually just binge them in orders and can't ever remember the actual episodes other than the original 3, like Empire and shit. He got a lot of hate after the prequel. I think, didn't everybody? Or was it just him? I don't remember. I was pretty young when those came out. When episode 1 came out, I was in 4th grade. I think. 4th grade? Yeah, I was relatively young when they came out. And I remember, we were just all like, it's not like the original trilogy. And then these new ones came out like Last Jedi, and they made those ones look really good. And they'll probably come out with more, and suddenly I'll be like, okay, Last Jedi is not that bad. Like, yeah, it's time. What it wears on you. 1990, was it 98 or 2000? 98 or 2000 was like episode 1, right? Young Anakin got harassed? No shit. No one should be harassing a child. I don't care who the fuck you are or what they do. No one should be harassing a child. That's fucked up. 99, no shit. You partied like it's 1999. I didn't even have my first period yet. That came in 2000 on Christmas Day. It was a glorious day. Now that's what I call pod racing. I know. I love quoting the movies. They're hilarious. James Earl Jones is the only true Vader. I mean, Agreed. I'm interested to see what, like, without spoiling the show, how do you, like, well, I don't even know if you don't say anything. I won't ask. I hope the voice is good. I hope it comes off as like a Vader voice and it's not some new interpretation. You know? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? We didn't on purpose, Viata. We were talking about music and like when it came out and just like who our favorite artists were and shit. And I was like, oh yeah, Korn came out around the same time as like Nine Inch Nails and Tool, right? And everybody was like, no, Katie, that was 10 years later. Plus. And I was like, oh, I hate everything. I don't want to be here anymore. Because time hurts inside of me now. It happened on accident. I don't want to play the H game. Seasons 2 and 3 are the best for Blackadder. Seasons 1 was introductory and didn't make use of Rowan's sardonic delivery. I feel like a lot of shows are that way. Like, if I was to tell anyone, watch Parks and Rec, the first season's kind of hard to get across because they're kind of still toying with, like, how much they're going to be like The Office and how much they're doing their own thing. But by season 2, that show is easily one of the best shows I've ever seen. Parks and Rec is fucking genius. But I feel like a lot of shows do that. Like, first season is kind of the growing, like, shit. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Good morrow. Good morrow. How does thine feel this fine? I don't know what time of day it is. Day. You just turned 27. Happy birthday. You know, I was just talking about the other day. I said 27 is the age I feel like I finally like settled into. I could start working on loving myself because I finally settled into who myself was. It was a decent age. I mean, it was tumultuous, but it was decent. The actor who played Vader sounded like before they dubbed over him. Wait. Are we talking about Hayden Christensen or are we talking about James Earl Jones? James Earl Jones wasn't dubbed over, was he? Dude, you know what's crazy, Spence? So I'll read what Spence said. This is crazy. So Spence said, I love how Rowan's this amazingly witty and well-spoken actor who in the US is perhaps best known as Silent Chaplin-esque doof, Mr. Bean. If you've never seen Mr. Bean, he's the guy, he's got like dark hair that's a perfect, comb over. He wears a nice suit, got a big old mole, and he's like silent comedy, like Chaplin. That was a really good comparison. I was listening to a podcast. It was years ago when podcasts were kind of new, and I was listening to one who was interviewing British comics. And I was listening to him be interviewed for a good 30 minutes before I had any fucking idea who it was. None. I had never heard him speak eloquently. I'd heard him speak, but he always acts, he puts on his show because he's in a movie. What's the movie I saw him in? He's like, it's, is it Witches? Witches. I think he's like the concierge and he's sleeping with one of the other concierge ladies. And that's the only time I'd ever heard him speak. And he's just kind of got the snooty British, like, that's not how he speaks. He is so goddamn like RP fucking eloquence. 30 minutes, I had no idea until the interviewer said something about Mr. Bean. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And then I just binged it. Because I would listen to him he could read stories, Zoe, what happened?
Fohammer_419 tipped $5. CK, I can't wait to go to a furry convention so that Fleshby, Spaghetti, Beef B and Bean B can be together to feel our beautiful moist genitals rubbing on each other and probing into each other's beaks, holes, and other orifices late into the night. You woo.
Okay, but what does a Furby's genitals look like? That's gonna haunt me for a bit, isn't it? Yeah. No. It makes me. Zoe, have you seen The Bubble yet? It's a movie on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's Judd Apatow. And they make like the flying dinosaur's genitals like neon blue and look like a butterfly. It's fucking hilarious. Spent money on becoming a dog. Wait, you can't become a dog. Help. The writers of P&R, wait, what's P&R? Hated that Chris Pratt was funnier. Oh, of Parks and Rec? No shit. They hated that Chris Pratt was funnier off the top of his head than anything their comedy writers could ever write. Bitch, don't hate the play, hate the game. Get better. You can't hate someone for being good at something. That's not fair. What immature little penises. It's such a fucking good movie. Speaking of, I watched the first half of Everything Everywhere All at Once last night. If I said the name of the title right. Again, these fucking movie titles are just, can we not? I watched the first half last night, but did not realize the movie was literally 2.5 hours long, and it was 1 a.m. and I needed to go to sleep. But holy shit, what I've seen so far is easily one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't seen it, you need to. ClassyKatie is writing a prescription. Go watch this movie if you need happy, because holy dick. I laughed so much I almost puked. What do your genitals look like? Don't ask what Furbies have in their pants. I mean, they're naked all the time. They can't have to care, right? You can't just give me an image of Furby fuck and not give me what's happening. It's like watching a Japanese porn when the digital, they like pixelize the peepees. We're there for the peepees. Not the, no one's there for that. I forgot my water in the kitchen for real though. I want to start the game, but I desperately need water. It's very hot today, and I'm sweaty and talking a lot, and I can feel my mouth is like, she dry. Let me grab real quick. Yeah. I was just gonna put on the jellyfish just so you have something to stare at instead of nothingness behind me. Because it's a construction zone at the time being. Although I did get to work on my table a little bit yesterday until my back turned on fire, which was nice. They pixelized the peepees. If you've never watched, like, I don't know if they do it anymore, but for a while it was illegal to produce porn in Japan that actually depicted the genitals. So, like, you'd be watching the porn and the genitals were literally blurred out like blurring out the logo on a shirt, you know? Because you're not sponsored by them. That's literally the entire porn. My sentiments exactly, David. Thank you. I was out quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. I was like, this is not what I'm here for. I'll be back. Okay, so I know I talk about Colorado weather all the time and how it's mind-bafflingly fucked. But riddle me this. Less than a week ago, there was snow in my yard, and it's 92 degrees right now. My body feels sick. I feel like I have a fever because there's just no adjustment time. It's wild. It's so weird. I was like, it's so fucking hot. I have to look it up. So I looked it up. It's 32 degrees Celsius outside. Springtime in the Rockies, man. I mean, I thought I knew bipolar weather. I had no idea. I've lived many places. Nothing is like mountains. Like, the mountains they are abusive. It's borderline abuse. I'm into it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's kind of fun. Like, you never know what you're going to get. But also, I just don't want to be cold anymore. That's it. Stop making me cold. I need to jack my chair up a little bit so I don't slouch. Get in gaming position. Because that's the thing. It is. Oh my god, Limp. That's the weirdest part. Is like, did my ad just play delayed? Did the ad just go delayed? I think they did. Fuck a dick. Dum 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 dum. Switch. I gotta find my good gay position. Weekend cheers. That's what I was gonna do. I was also gonna change our game category because I want to show you guys. I mean, if you want to see the game, it doesn't really matter. We just talk anyways. But this game is super cute and really fun. If you like any roguelites, which I learned the difference in today. Nope. Oh, Marilyn. My joy is you guys. I mean, seriously, I am not near as I don't feel near as fulfilled or complete on days where I can't stream. I hate it. It's the worst. I used to try to stream after therapy, but I talked to my, like, it was I was really bad. It was just, I was so tired from, like, you know, dump crying on my therapist all day that it didn't work very well. And I talked to my therapist about it. And so what I've turned therapy day into is just clean the house day, like deep clean it. So I'm not just doing it all week. And it's kind of nice because it gives me my brain like time to metabolize what we went over in therapy. I feel like I have a fuzz on my nose. It's Faded Friday, and I managed not to kill anyone getting home from work. Fuck yes, let's cheers. I have a little bit of keef. It's like a half keef bowl, so it's strong as fuck. Oh my god, I just got that book, Myron. Oh fuck, it's in the kitchen. I gotta remember to get it. Thank you for reminding me. And thank you for the book. I haven't read it yet because I'd like to go over it on stream. I think it'd be really fun. Why are you so fucking wonderful? I have no idea. Trauma, therapy, drugs. Thank you. No, it just, I don't, how does one respond to such a nice thing to say? I don't know what that. Are the ads done? I think the ads are done. I'm so sorry if you got ads again, or if they just happened. This happened a couple days ago. They play on a delay sometimes for some reason. I don't know why. I watched it go on and I was like, I didn't click that. I'm so sorry for anyone that suffered ads. My greatest apologies. But we did nothing cool. All I did was change our category and talked about a really cool, Myron sent me a book. I can't remember what it's called. It's about adults with ADHD. And I just flipped through it briefly, but I'd like to, like, kind of, you know, maybe not read it page for page with you guys. Maybe, though, if it's that interesting. But I know a lot of us, you know, suffer with either we definitely are diagnosed or we think we should be and we're struggling, like any of that. And even if you're not, it's good to be educated on that stuff because I guarantee you know someone who suffers with ADHD. Shorzy comes out today. Go fuck yourself. I've been rewatching all of Letterkenny and I haven't finished it yet. I read pretty darn fast, Kate, so I should finish the one I'm reading right now. That's I can't remember if I actually have my iPad here. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what it's called. I got it. I had a makeup booger in my eye and I could feel it like a rock. Do the ads get you paid? So, according to my Twitch contract, as all partners, if you're a partner or an affiliate or anything and you have a Twitch contract, this is for you if you didn't know. We're not allowed to talk about our income, whether it's the ads or otherwise. But theoretically, if I were to pull a tarot card for how much streamers make off of ads, it would be death or the Fool reversed. If that helps you at all. Come on. I just want to tell you guys what the book's called because I always forget the name. It's the Sanatorium novel. That's what it's called, I guess. I thought it was sanitarium is the word. What's a sanatorium? Is there a difference? I don't know. I just wanted to show you the cover. Help. That's the cover of it. By Sarah Pierce. The Sanatorium. It's really good so far, though. That's what I mean. I think I read pretty fast, but it's a page turner. Even if you're not turning physical pages, it's creepy. It's Jesus Christ. It's like a creepy kind of horror. So far, literally in the first like page, you get that a old ass insane asylum is being turned into a hotel. So it is about a sanitarium, but they call it sanatorium. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Lorelai J just gifted a sub to Panda Sexpress. Panda Sexpress Beach. Have you ever thought about the irony of your username since pandas can't have sex on their own? Whoa. I just did. Thank you, Lorelai, you silly fuck. I appreciate you. He laughed. That was a laugh, actually, which is interesting. You have a tarot daily journal? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Allegedly. I have to write that down. Hold on. Shorzy tonight. Fuck. I love Letterkenny. It's such a good show to put. That's another one I've binged way too much. But it's such an easy show to put on in the background while you're doing other stuff. Because it's, 90% dialogue unless they're like, Bonnie McMurray. Then you turn. You know. Seriously, like, I love pandas. I think they're beautiful animals. And I'm all about, like, rescuing species that we've, as humans, have decimated. But pandas can't figure sex out. I've watched the like, documentaries where, like, the handlers have to mate them manually. I think that's Mother Nature saying it's not time to be here anymore, as much as I love them. Are we going to have to fuck pandas together forever? I don't know. If it's like a mule situation. To be fair. In LA, everything's better. In LA. Come here, monitor. There we go. I'm blind, so got you guys closer. What's up? Get you away from that light fucking table. Don't fall, camera. You be a good camera. There we go. There are very few people in Letterkenny where we know their first and last names. Oh my god, you're right. Whoa, stop it. Don't fuck with my head like that. Shut up. You hurt me with your thinks. All right. Sorry, wrong screen. I fucking love Letterkenny, though. If you haven't watched Letterkenny and you have Hulu, it's worth a good